Apocalypse, I have an infinite supermarket full of supplies. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 151 Apple Tree. Su Yinhe did not agree with his guess. It's not impossible. Lin Muxue touched his chin, looking wise. Go away. Oh, hey, there seems to be someone there. Let's go and have a look. Lin Muxue used his fiery eyes to see a moving person, but it was a little far away. But he had to go even if it was far away, otherwise he would get lost. After the three of them walked over, they found that it was a child. The child was holding a bright red apple in his hand. It turned out that there were really apples in the apple base. No wonder it was called the apple base. Who are you? The child looked at them with a vigilant face. We are from this base. Lin Muxue fooled him. Bah, liar. I haven't even seen you. The child grabbed the apple and ran a few steps away. Really? There are so many bases. Lin Muxue was halfway through his speech when he suddenly remembered that the apple base did not have as many people as the sun base, and this child might really know everyone in the base. Liar. The child took a bite of the apple, then inhaled and continued to shout. Help. Bad guys are here to steal apples. Help. Someone is here to steal apples. Someone is here to steal apples. As soon as the child finished speaking, many people suddenly appeared on the street that was originally barren. Then they surrounded the three of them, glaring at them. Lin Muxue, fuck. Where did they come from? Lin Muxue was dumbfounded, then hugged Su Yinhe's arm and hid behind Su Yinhe and Qi Yan. Su Yinhe, brother Qi, I'm relying on you. Lin Muxue patted Qi Yan's back and gave him his life. Qi Yan? He didn't really want to be relied on. Go and inform the boss. Fortunately, after those people surrounded them, they didn't shout for fighting. They just surrounded them like this, ready to fight with their superpowers at any time. Are they going to inform Lin Muxue? Damn, then Lin Muxue will know that we wanted to sneak in. If he knows, he will know. Why are you so nervous? Su Yinhe thought Lin Muxue was very useless. How embarrassing. I'm afraid of embarrassment. I'm so embarrassed now, Lin Muxue whispered. You're still afraid of embarrassment? Su Yinhe didn't believe it. Lin Muxue was just a social leader. How could a social leader be afraid of embarrassment? Of course, it's okay. Cover your face later so you can't see him, and then you won't be embarrassed. Su Yinhe patted him very calmly. Really? Su Yinhe was just fooling people, but she didn't expect that the fool Lin Muxue really believed her. He took out a red plastic bag from somewhere and covered his head. So Lin Muxue, who was called, saw two normal people and an abnormal person with a red hood when he arrived. He was stunned. Lin Muxue was originally counting the things in the warehouse. He got so much food in the past 2 days and was busy moving it. Today, the supermarket is closed, so he counted the supplies. But who can tell him why the boss who said he didn't open the door sneaked into his base? He was also arrested. Hi. Su Yinhe saw him and greeted him very calmly. Lin Muxue was stunned for a moment, and like a lucky cat, he also greeted her. This is the boss he wants to lick. What did you do? Well, I stayed in the supermarket for a long time, came out to breathe some fresh air, and accidentally walked into your base. Su Yinhe lied with her eyes open. I think she climbed over the wall to get in. Lin Muxue knew she was lying, but he didn't expose her. He still wanted to continue shopping. Since you're in, I have to treat you well. Go away, this is my friend. Lin Muxue spoke to the others. Those people were also very obedient. After knowing that they were Lin Muxue's friends, they disappeared quickly. The speed of disappearance was as fast as they came. Except for the child just now. Dongzi, is the apple delicious? Lin Muxue touched his head. Delicious, very sweet, Dongzi nodded. He had eaten the apple, and he didn't throw away the core, but ate it all with great care. Only the seeds were left. Let's go. I'll show you three around. Lin Muxue led the three of them, along with a bunch of his men, around. They followed him to his home. Lin Muxue's home was in the center of the base. The closer they got to his home, the more people appeared. Everyone who met Lin Muxue would stop and respectfully call him boss. Lin Muxue also patiently greeted them. Xiaobi, have you eaten? Uncle Yi, are you feeling well lately? King, have you finished making the shoes you made? Lin Muxue knew everyone here very well. He remembered their names and their stories. Following him to his home, They finally knew what the green they saw outside the base was. In the center of the apple base, there was a huge apple tree. This apple tree was not tall, but it was very big. It was estimated that it would take more than 100 people to hug it. The tree was also full of apples of all sizes. The big apples were as big as 10 human heads, and there were also apples as small as pigeon eggs. Some were bright red, and some were green. It was spectacular. Let me introduce you to the apple tree in our base, Guoguo. Lin Muxue used his supernatural power to pick 3 normal-sized apples and handed them to them. Try it. Guoguo's apples are very sweet. While Lin Muxue was talking, the apple tree stretched out a branch and rubbed his hair intimately. Lin Muxue grabbed the branch and touched it soothingly. Hearing that there were apples, Lin Muxue took off his headgear, teleported to Lin Muxue's side, took the 3 apples, and then handed over 2 apples, and started to eat his own apple. He was not afraid of any problems. He ate them quickly with a crunch. Fuck. It's really sweet, much sweeter than the one you gave me last time, Brother Chi, Lin Muxue praised after eating one. Su Yinhe, are you really not afraid of any problems? Here you go. Qian was too embarrassed to look at it, and threw his own apple to him. After Lin Muxue took it, he was not polite and continued to eat it. After Lin Muxue greeted the apple tree, he took them into his home. His home looked ordinary on the surface, just like the house made of yellow mud. But once you go in, you will find that there is a lot of secrets inside. His home is very messy, full of boxes and rice bought from the supermarket 2 days ago. There were so many things piled up that only a narrow aisle was left. Fortunately, there was nothing piled on the stool in his living room. Please sit down. I will serve you fruit tea and boiled water. Don't mind me. Lin Muxue brought 2 transparent pots, one filled with boiled water and the other filled with sliced and dried apple slices. Chapter 152 Guoguo. Except for Qian who chose boiled water, Su Yinhe and Lin Muxue both chose the pot of apple slices. The water was slightly yellow and tasted only a little sweet. Not bad. How is it? It tastes good. I made it myself. Lin Muxue narrowed his eyes. Very good, but I still think it's better to eat apples directly. Su Yinhe, I really want to teach Lin Muxue what silence is golden. Lin Muxue's expression did not change, and then he dug under the table, took out a box, opened the box, and it was full of red apples. He handed over the apples in the box. Fellow traveler, I also like to eat apples directly, but Guoguo likes to grow apples like crazy for a few days every month, and I can only make apple slices or canned apples if I can't eat them all. If it's canned, I have few containers here, and I can only put a little, so most of them are made into apple slices, which can be used as snacks or make tea, Lin Muxue explained with a smile. The apple tree outside has mutated. Yes, that's Guoguo. She's a good apple tree. She didn't hurt us even though she mutated. Lin Muxue had a gentle look on his face when he talked about the apple tree. Lin Muxue looked at him, then at Su Yinhe. Envy. So much envy. Yin has a mutated supermarket, and Lin Muxue has a mutated apple tree that likes to bear apples. Only he has nothing. He is obviously a good owner. Has your tree been struck by lightning? Lin Muxue asked leisurely. It seems to have been struck. After Guoguo mutated, she would often be struck by lightning if there was thunder, but Guoguo liked it very much. It was said to be like a massage. He was very worried at first, worried that Guoguo would be struck to death by lightning, but then he saw that she was very happy every time there was thunder, so he was not so worried. Alice, Lin Muxue sighed, and the apple tea in his hand was no longer sweet. Some of them have mutated supermarkets, some have large spaces, and some have mutated and obedient apple trees. Why can't he have one too? Is his luck really that bad? Don't be sad, brother. Come and eat apples. Guoguo had a lot of apples a few days ago, and gave him a lot of them. He had already made a lot of apple slices, and he didn't know when he would finish eating them. He didn't really want to make more, but if he didn't, he would have to watch the apples rot. This was absolutely not allowed. He couldn't waste food, nor could he ruin Guoguo's love for him. Su Yinhe and the others came at the right time. Lin Muxue had been eating apples for so long and nothing happened. Su Yinhe thought there should be no problem, so she also took one to eat. The one she had just thrown into the space. It was indeed very sweet and juicy. Seeing Su Yinhe eating apples, Lin Muxue had a flash of inspiration. Boss Su, we have so many apples. Does your supermarket accept apples? Lin Muxue looked eager. I want to exchange apples for some rice or something. The people in the base were not short of apples. They could eat apples until they vomited, but apples were just fruits after all and could not be eaten as meals. Besides, they had eaten apples for so many years and were eager to eat something else. There is a lot of rice in the supermarket, and there are also a lot of apples in their base. If they can exchange apples for rice. Su Yinhe refused. No, it's not like our supermarket is out of apples, and there is no limit on the amount of apples. Although the apples here are indeed sweeter and juicier than the apples in her supermarket, there is no need. Whether the apples in her supermarket are sweet or not does not affect her business. Why don't you exchange with other bases? Lin Muxue asked. It's so far, if you walk there, the apples will be rotten, and now everyone can't even get enough to eat. Do you think it's possible to exchange rice and flour for apples? Don't you have a space ability person in your base? Do you think space ability people are big apples, and there will be any one if you say so? Lin Muxue looked at him like a fool. There are few people in the apple base, only more than 1,000 people. With so few people, it is almost impossible to have a space ability person. There may be only one among tens of thousands of people. Lin Muxue couldn't help but look at Su Yinhe and Shi Yan. Space ability people are so rare, how come he has two around him? Could it be that all his luck was spent on meeting the two of them? That's why he doesn't have a big supermarket or a big apple tree. You too, could it be? Lin Muxue also noticed Lin Muxue's eyes. This kid doesn't have good observation skills. She just threw an apple into the space, but he didn't see it? Su Yinhe nodded calmly, and Shi Yan also nodded. Lin Muxue, then you are quite amazing. No wonder you can move a supermarket here. Is this the ability of a space-based superpower? So magical. Even more magical than his wood-based superpower. In fact, Lin Muxue knew that the supermarket would not be open today, so he secretly sent someone to try it. The door of the supermarket was a glass door, and he wanted to see if he could break it open. If he could, he would do a business with no capital. As a result, the people he sent came back and told him that they had tried everything, smashing, burning, lighting, none of them worked. The glass door that looked very fragile didn't move at all. After working on it for a long time, there was not even a crack. It's weird. If it was normal, he would have used threats and bribes to see if he could stay. At worst, he would have tied him up. However, his men had already tried for him. The supermarket was not easy to open. The owner of the supermarket must not be messed with. So Lin Muxue was very humble now. How long do you plan to stay here? Our base is very interesting. You can take a look around. It's better to fall in love with it and live here. I don't know, it depends on my mood, but Su Yinhe did not plan to leave too quickly. She became interested in the apple tree. She thought it was amazing. Can the tree talk? Guoguo can't talk yet, then you just, but I can sense her mood and thoughts, so amazing, Lin Muxue exclaimed. Although the wood-type psychics in their base can also control some plants, they cannot sense the mutated plants that are too large. The most powerful wood-type psychic he had seen in the Sun base could not communicate with such a large mutant tree. Because the larger the mutant plant, the deeper its mutation, and their emotions are more irritable and unstable. If they are not careful, the wood-type mutants who try to establish contact with them will become fools. Lin Muxue is really amazing that he can communicate with such a big apple tree. The apple tree is also very peaceful, unlike the mutant plants he has seen before, which like to play tricks on people and throw them around. No. Guoguo is so obedient mainly because she was raised by me and I used to talk to her often. Chapter 153 Apple Salad. Lin Muxue planted the apple tree when he was 5 years old. He was just planting it for fun. Unexpectedly, he succeeded by accident. After the end of the world, it mutated. People around him advised him to kill the apple tree because mutated plants are dangerous and may kill him at any time. But he couldn't bear to do it. All his relatives died, and only Guoguo was left. Later, everyone in this area left and went to the newly built base. Unfortunately, the place where he lived was not selected as the official site for building the base because of poor conditions. People around him left, but Lin Muxue couldn't bear to leave. He was afraid that if he left, his Guoguo would be cut down one day. Then he stayed at home alone, and Guoguo grew bigger and bigger. Later, he could actually control the fruiting. During the most difficult period of Lin Muxue, he lived on eating the fruits produced by Guoguo. Later, his superpowers also improved, and Guoguo produced so many fruits that he couldn't eat them all. Later, he picked up a few injured superpowers. Those injured superpowers might have liked to eat the apples produced by Guoguo too much. After his injury healed, he stayed. Then they also started to pick up people. As they picked up people, his home was full of people again. They also volunteered to follow Lin Muxue's command. They wanted to be his subordinates. Lin Muxue tried to refuse, but failed. Then, for some reason, more and more people came, and his subordinates suggested that he build a private base. With Guoguo, they would not starve to death, and Lin Muxue was strong, so he thought it was feasible, so he built one. Because many people survived by eating the fruits of Guoguo, it was called the apple base. The Guoguo tree had a higher status in the base than Lin Muxue. Although Su Yinhe disagreed, Lin Muxue did not want to give up and planned to move her with his sincerity. He insisted on keeping them for a few days. Su Yinhe and the others were very curious about the apple base, so they agreed. As the boss of the base, Lin Muxue had many houses, so he let them live next to his house. He also chose a room with a large window for Su Yinhe. The branches of the apple tree were against the window, and the apples on it could be picked with just a stretch of the hand. A thin branch hung 8 big red apples. Lin Muxue picked one and put it in Su Yinhe's hand. It's really sweet. After saying that, he began to blink desperately as if his eyes were cramping. It was almost a clear indication. Su Yinhe, it can be seen that he is really selling his apples seriously. Quilts and mattresses are all available, all washed. If you are worried, you can bring your own. There are spaces, so there should be some in the space. Got it, thank you, I am very relieved. Then, if you have any questions, you can come to me. Lin Muxue was still a little reluctant when he left. Okay, Su Yinhe pushed him out. This room is quite empty, with only a bed and a bedside table. The main theme is minimalism. Oh, I forgot, there is also a branch that is secretly extending in. Su Yinhe stared at the branch that was slowly extending in, and asked sincerely, are you sent by Lin Muxue to monitor me? The branch that was originally moving slowly shook, and then stopped moving. In just a short while, the branch that originally grew outside stretched out to the length of a palm, with 2 apples hanging on the top. Don't pretend. I can see that you are here to spy on me. Su Yinhe didn't expect that this apple tree could really understand human words, and couldn't help but start teasing her. The branch listened to her words and began to shake wildly, shaking off 5 large apples, and then flew out with lightning speed, and closed the window. Su Yinhe was dumbfounded. It really became a spirit. It can even close the window. This tree is not an ordinary tree, it is a tree that can close the window. This tree can not only close the window, but also sing a lullaby for her. When Su Yinhe went to bed at night, she just lay down and heard a rustling sound coming from outside the window. It's quite cheerful, she thought to herself. Then she became more and more excited as she listened, and she went to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock. As a result, when she woke up the next morning, she looked at Lin Muxue, who also had dark circles under her eyes. You too, you were also disturbed by the apple tree all night, this counts as a disturbance. Su Yinhe nodded. Lin Muxue patted her shoulder. They were in the same boat. Among the 3 people, only Qian was not affected. The 2 looked at him with resentment. Chunchen was jealous. Brother Qi, your room has no windows. Yes, why didn't the apple tree perform a dance for you? The branch in his room ran to his room and used the leaves on it to scratch his face as soon as he fell asleep. When he woke up, it ran away. He closed the window, but the apple tree was too smart and opened the window. Then he was harassed all night. Later, he couldn't bear it anymore. He was too sleepy and didn't want to move even after being hit in the face by the branch. The apple tree probably thought it was boring and stopped harassing him. I pulled out her leaves for trying to perform, then it ran away. You are worthy of you. I learned it. Lin Muxue felt sorry when he saw their looks. I'm so sorry. Guoguo is still young and a little naughty. I apologize to you on her behalf. Lin Muxue's tone was very humble, making Lin Muxue reluctant to embarrass him. It's okay. Being naughty is good, those who are not naughty are all dead. Lin Muxue waved his hands and yawned. Lin Muxue prepared breakfast for them. Apple juice, baked apple slices, apple salad. It's just that this apple salad is a bit. What is this? Why is it black? Lin Muxue pointed at the black juice in the apple salad and asked stiffly. Soy sauce. Su Yinhe, Lin Muxue, can I eat it? It won't be poisonous. It's delicious. Eat this for breakfast and you will be energetic all day. I saw that you didn't sleep well, so I prepared it specially for you. You're welcome. Lin Muxue handed them chopsticks. The three people holding chopsticks were at a loss. I won't die if I eat it, Lin Muxue was very worried. It's really delicious. I'll eat it for you to see. Lin Muxue demonstrated it to them personally. He picked up a piece of apple from the top and rolled it because he thought the sauce was not enough. He took a bite. Then he nodded, not bad, the apple's sweeter with this soy sauce. You try it. I believe you will love it as much as I do after you try it. Su Yin's hand holding the chopsticks trembled. Well, I think it's that you don't need to eat so much for breakfast, Lin Muxue said, took the apple juice, drank it in one breath, and then wiped his mouth. I'm done, you continue. Lin Muxue was disappointed to see that he didn't eat the apple salad, and then looked at Su Yinhe and Qian with expectation. Chapter 154 Fried Apples. Su Yinhe, Qian also put down his chopsticks. Sorry, I don't eat breakfast, Su Yinhe, I'm losing weight. After saying that, he also put down his chopsticks. No, it's already this time, and you're still losing weight. You two are unhealthy. You don't even eat breakfast. Hey. You're healthy, you should eat more soy sauce apples, it's really unbearable. Su Yinhe thought this was too explosive. It was more explosive than avocado with preserved eggs. The three of them just escaped the apple breakfast. However, lunch was hard to escape. After breakfast, Lin Muxue took them around the base. It was called a walk, but there was actually nothing to walk around. He just took them to the apple tree, and Lin Muxue touched the apple tree and introduced it to them. He said how smart Guagua was, how cute, how considerate, and how much he liked him. After saying that, he kissed his face again. I always thought that was a rumor, I didn't expect it to be true. Looking at this situation, it would be difficult to end without getting married. Lin Muxue could see the pink bubbles in the people and the tree. The three of them just listened to Lin Muxue talking about him and Guagua for a whole morning. Then it was lunch. They thought they could have a normal lunch. After all, Lin Muxue bought so much rice, flour, grain and oil in the supermarket, so it should be okay to have white rice. Lin Muxue didn't eat breakfast and was already hungry. He thought that even if he only ate white rice at noon, he could finish a pot. However, looking at the lunch Lin Muxue prepared for them, he was silent. The kind of deafening. Rice, yes. But there were also apple grains mixed in it. There were more apple grains than rice. The dishes included fried apples, stewed apples, fried apples, apple soup, and apple juice. 3 dishes and 1 soup, drinks, and dessert after the meal. It was apple salad. Silence is golden. Eat, you're welcome, I'm not too hungry, this is Lin Muxue. I'm not too hungry either, this is Su Yinhe. Qian, I'd rather starve to death. Why are you all like this? This is made by Aunt Bai. She is the best cook in our base. It is delicious, he specially asked her to make it. We are really not hungry, yet. I remembered that I should go back to open the supermarket. Don't you still need to buy something? I will go back to open the door now, it's okay. You are already in the base and can't run away. You can try our special food first. You can't let you go hungry after coming here. Lin Muxue was a little anxious yesterday, but he has thought it through now. Su Yinhe and the others are here. It doesn't matter. He is not in a hurry to buy things now. He wants to sell things now. To sell things, you have to learn how to promote. How to promote, of course, is to let the buyers know how delicious apples are and the various ways to eat apples. Let Su Yinhe see the benefits and advantages of buying apples. Let her fall in love with apples. I would rather be hungry, Lin Muxue muttered softly. What? Lin Muxue didn't hear clearly. I mean, we are really not hungry. You eat more, you are so thin. Lin Muxue pushed the plate of apples to him. Oh, it's noon, eat something, Lin Muxue pushed back again. I'm really not hungry, don't starve yourself, Lin Muxue continued to push. Then the two of them started playing a game of pushing and shoving. Only Su Yinhe was really hungry. So she secretly took out a sandwich and ate it secretly. She didn't dare to let Lin Muxue see it. She said she wasn't hungry the previous second, but now she was eating. It always felt bad to be seen. Fortunately, Lin Muxue's attention was on Lin Muxue, and he had no time to look at her. Su Yinhe's plan to eat secretly was implemented. Qian looked at her, then looked at her again, and then looked at her again. After looking at her too many times, Su Yinhe thought he was hungry too, so she took another sandwich to him. The sandwich was made by Su Yinhe in her spare time before, with 2 eggs in it, and the sauce inside was also her favorite. Qi Yan took it, but didn't eat it, but put it in the space. At this time, the result between Lin Muxue and Lin Muxue was also pushed out. Lin Muxue made a bitter face and tasted a bite of the fried apple. How is it? Is it delicious? Lin Muxue looked at him expectantly. I can't say it's unpalatable, I can only say it's not delicious. Lin Muxue swallowed a fried apple and put on a mask of pain. Lin Muxue was disappointed that the apple banquet was not sold. There were 4 people eating, but only 2 of them were full. One was Lin Muxue, who loved apples very much. He ate all the dishes by himself and half of the rice, leaving the remaining half to Aunt Bai. The other one was Su Yinhe, who secretly ate a sandwich. After eating, Su Yinhe didn't want to explore the apple base anymore. It would be easy to starve to death if she stayed any longer. It was better for her to open a supermarket. The 3 of them escaped from the apple base as if they were being chased by ghosts. The first exploration trip failed completely. After returning to the supermarket, Su Yinhe immediately cooked hot pot. Hot pot, my lover in my previous life, Lin Muxue, who was forced to eat fried apples, looked at the hot pot with a very affectionate look. With an extremely pious attitude, he ate the first bite of tripe. It's hot, but it tastes so good, Lin Muxue ate while crying. Apple feast, is that something people eat? Hot pot is better, hot pot is the eternal god. He loves hot pot. Qi Yan did not sigh, but today's action of picking up the dishes was a little impatient compared to the past. It seems that all the dishes made of apples have been hurt. After Su Yinhe finished a sandwich, she thought she was full, but when she saw the hot pot, she felt that she could still eat. She was still hungry. After eating, Qi Yan and Lin Muxue stayed to clean up. Su Yinhe changed her clothes and went down to open the door of the supermarket. Lin Muxue, who had been waiting for a long time, rushed in, and with his hundreds of men, began to exchange money and move things. Boss Su, why do you smell like hot pot? Lin Muxue sniffed and asked. Did you eat hot pot? It smelled so good that Lin Muxue was hungry. There is a self-heating hot pot inside, Su Yinhe pointed inside. Alice. I'm too poor. I can't buy a self-heating hot pot after buying what I need. I don't deserve it, Lin Muxue said, and took out an apple. It would be great if I could sell my apples, so I can have money. He still didn't forget to promote his apples. Su Yinhe, Boss Su, are you really not going to buy them? They're very sweet, please think about it again. No, I really don't like apples. You have space, you buy them and put them in space, and then you can go to other bases and sell them, and you can make a lot of money. I think if they have money, they would be more willing to buy rice and the like, just like you. What do you think? People nowadays are not fools, they can buy things. Of course they are more willing to buy staple foods, not fruits. Chapter 155 Seduction. What if you meet someone who is really rich? Lin Muxue was still trying to save her. Well, but she doesn't like apples. Su Yinhe touched her chin and thought. What if she likes it? What if she doesn't like it? What if, Su Yinhe, get lost? Okay, get lost right away. Lin Muxue left in disgrace. But he left for a day and came back the next day. He also brought a few children with him, trying to rouse Su Yinhe's maternal love, no, sympathy. Looking at these little ones, holding red apples and looking at you with hope, will you really not feel a little bit of pity? Su Yinhe, at such a young age, she has learned to pose. Not bad, it's been so long, aren't you really tired? Sister, look at our apples, they are really sweet. A little girl put the apple next to her cheek, trying to be cute. I know it's sweet. But no matter how sweet it is, there are things sweeter than it. Su Yinhe had no expression on her face. She was a ruthless woman and would not be moved so easily. Impossible. How could there be anything sweeter than the fruit of guoguo? The little girl didn't believe it. Not only her, but other children didn't believe it either. In their eyes, the apples of guoguo were the sweetest things they had ever eaten. What if there are? Then we will give the apples to you. Su Yinhe, don't you just want to give the apples to her? Cunning little kid. If not, sister will buy our apples, cunning little kid. Okay, then I'll show you, Su Yinhe sneered, and then took out a bag of white sugar. Is this it? But it's not red at all. The redder the apples they eat, the sweeter they are, which leads them to think that sweet things are all red. But this is sweeter than red apples. Su Yinhe asked them to stretch out their hands and pour a little for each of them. The little girl looked at the white sugar in her palm, stretched out her tongue, and licked it curiously. This lick was amazing. This white thing was actually really sweet. sweeter than the sweetest apple she had ever eaten. The first bite made her fall in love with it, and she couldn't help but eat the second and third bites. In the blink of an eye, the white sugar in her hand disappeared, but her palm was sticky and sweet when licked. Not only this little girl, but other children were the same. After eating the white sugar, they began to lick the palm of their hands. They waited until there was no taste, then they raised their heads, and several pairs of bright eyes stared at Su Yin. "How is it? Isn't it sweet?" "Sweeter than your apples." Su Yin raised her eyebrows. If this is not enough, she will use her ultimate move. "Okay. We lose. Give the apple to sister." The little girl gave the apple in her pocket to Su Yin. "I don't want it, take it back. I have a lot of apples here." Su Yin could see that she was reluctant to give it up. "But, they ate her things. Mom said that you can't take other people's things for free. Take it back. This is for you too." Su Yin also gave her the white sugar. The little girl was dumbfounded when she took the white sugar. Her sister didn't want her apple, but gave her something sweet. "You can take it back and soak it in water. Remember to rinse your mouth after eating it, it's the end of the world. It's troublesome to have cavities, but there is no dentist to check your teeth." "But, no buts. Here, I'll give you some more snacks." Su Yin gave them some more snacks. These children are quite clean. Although they are wearing old clothes, they are washed quite clean. There are fewer people in the apple base, but they live better than other bases. The clothes are also good. Lin Muxue originally planned to let a few children to influence Su Yin, but he didn't expect these little traitors to not only give away the apples, but also take a bunch of snacks from others. Lin Muxue snatched the melon seeds from the children and ate several of them viciously. "Uncle, this is what my sister gave us. How can you eat it?" "They didn't eat it. Let the uncle eat it first." "Little sunflower, why call me uncle? You should call me brother." Lin Muxue was very dissatisfied. "Is he that old?" "Okay, brother, you can't eat it anymore. If you eat it again, it will be gone." She still has to take it back for her mother to eat. "Little heartless, brother sent meat to your family a few days ago." Lin Muxue touched Xiaoqi's head, looking very vicissitudes. "The meat my brother sent is not delicious at all. Mom stewed it for a long time, and her superpowers were almost exhausted, but the meat was still hard." Xiaoqi made a face at Lin Muxue, and then ran away with her snacks. However, she still left a handful of melon seeds for Lin Muxue and stuffed a piece of chocolate. Lin Muxue looked at the chocolate in his hand and couldn't help but said, "Really? Little Heartless is quite conscientious." He learned to feed people at a young age. When one plan failed, Lin Muxue came up with another one. The beauty plan. He didn't believe that he couldn't take Su Yin. People always have weaknesses. Lin Muxue selected a dozen handsome and talkative men from his many men. Sent them to seduce Su Yin. "Your mission is to seduce her and make her fall in love with the apples in our base." Lin Muxue looked serious. His subordinates also responded in unison with a serious look on their faces. However, this plan did not work well. There were more than 10 people, and she did not even raise her head. A man dressed so coolly, with 8-pack abs, was in front of her, but she did not react at all. "It doesn't matter if I can't attract her attention, I will take the initiative." Contestant number 1, "Boss, are you short of employees?" Su Yin, "No." Contestant number 2, "Boss, are you short of boyfriends?" Su Yin, "No." Contestant number 3, "Boss, do you think I'm tall enough?" After saying that, he showed off his abs. Su Yin, "Too short. I like people who are 3.8 meters tall. You are not even half of that." Contestant number 10, "Boss, you are so beautiful." Su Yin, "It's natural. You can't do it." Su Yin's attitude towards them was not as good as her attitude towards the group of children. Lin Muxue was so worried that his hair fell out. If he lost more, he would be bald. He was very sad. His apples were so sweet and delicious. Why didn't she like them? This was not the end. The person Lin Muxue sent to seduce Su Yin failed to seduce Su Yin, but instead aroused Qian's hatred towards him. After Qian found out, he got jealous and broke into the apple base that night and beat Lin Muxue up. He slapped him in the face. As for the men he sent, they all had their hair shaved off in their sleep, as well as their eyebrows and leg hair. When they woke up the next day, they looked at each other in bewilderment. Lin Muxue covered his swollen face. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 156, Braised Eggs. But no matter how difficult it is, he will not give up. Lin Muxue encouraged himself. After wasting 10 handsome guys, he would find 10 more. He didn't have much of anything, but he had the most subordinates. He learned his lesson and couldn't find people who were particularly good at talking. Finding a few who didn't think before talking, so special, might arouse Su Yinhe's interest. But that night, the new subordinates were shaved bald again. It doesn't matter, find 10 more. Bald again. It's too much, even the hair on the legs is shaved. Lin Muxue was furious. But he couldn't do anything about Qi Yan. He always came quietly. Even if he set a trap, he would still see through it. Even if they stayed up all night, they were still caught and shaved bald. If it happened a few more times, Lin Muxue's subordinates would not be willing. Shaving the head is acceptable, but shaving the leg hair is too much. They can accept having no hair, but not having no leg hair. This is their dignity. Lin Muxue had no choice but to use love to influence Su Yinhe. Lin Muxue finally breathed a sigh of relief. She finally didn't have to stay up late to shave other people's leg hair. Damn Qi Yan. He was the one who came up with the idea. If he didn't do it, he would force him to shave. If he hadn't liked the 50 cans, he would never agree. After several days, his handsome face turned sallow. Lin Muxue touched his handsome face and felt that it was much rougher. Qi Yan didn't change much. He didn't even have a dark circle under his eyes. How could the gap between people be so big? Boss, are you really not going to consider it? Lin Muxue leaned on the counter and looked at her with a melancholy face. His eyes were very affectionate. But with his green hair, it was particularly out of place. I don't want to consider it. Su Yinhe had a blank expression. She had really been harassed enough these days. This was the first time she felt that there were too many people at the apple base. It was fine to send children to act cute. They also sent several big men every day. And then they turned into boiled eggs the next day. Do you know how scared she was? Then in the past few days, she watched Lin Muxue's men who came to move things turned into rows of boiled eggs. She didn't dare to add boiled eggs to her instant noodles these days. It's really scary. Isn't there a shortage of water in the apple base? Why did they shave their heads one by one? Not only did they shave their heads, but they also shaved their eyebrows. It's really scary. Okay. Boss, go away. No, look at my apples again. Lin Muxue held a few apples and insisted that she look. Can you please stop forcing me to buy or sell? I'm obviously trying to convince you. How can I force you to sell? Lin Muxue put down the apples and began to wipe away his non-existent tears aggrievedly. The whole person was pretentious. Su Yinhe felt a chill. Give up. I really can't buy it. Su Yinhe felt that she couldn't explain it to him. But her supermarket really didn't need these apples. Lin Muxue looked at her expression and sighed. He just wanted to generate income for the base. Why was it so difficult? Lin Muxue had thought about killing people to silence them and taking over Su Yinhe's supermarket. But after his men were shaved bald and he was beaten, he no longer had this idea. Qi Yan and Lin Muxue were both masters, and they couldn't do it with so many people. And the supermarket was not ordinary. He tried it and couldn't do it at all. Alice. Why is it so difficult for people to live? Just get used to it. Su Yinhe could only comfort him like this. Before the supermarket appeared, didn't you survive like this? Yes. Lin Muxue looked up at the ceiling of the supermarket at a 45-degree angle, but the children liked the rice in the supermarket very much, and they also liked the snacks in the supermarket. When I built a base before, I didn't expect that there would be so many things. I always thought I was a very cold person, but I couldn't bear to see those little guys starving, so he desperately collected food and stored food. Just to prevent more people from starving to death and save more people. He didn't know when he became a saint. If he only cared about himself and Guoguo, the stored food would be enough for him to eat for 10 lifetimes. But why is there always so much sympathy? Why do you like to pick up people everywhere? They died. What did it have to do with him? Why was he so heartless? Why did he always want everyone to live? If it weren't for Guoguo, I would have starved to death if I picked up people everywhere. How could I have the chance to build a base and give myself so many responsibilities? Su Yinhe was silent for a while. After Lin Muxue finished speaking, he didn't think about Su Yinhe's response, and turned to help move things. He had already searched out everything that could be loaded and exchanged in the base. He had already exchanged everything today, and he couldn't come tomorrow. As for the crystal core, there weren't many zombies near the apple base, probably because of Guaguo. Basically no zombies would come near. It wasn't obvious when Guaguo hadn't upgraded yet, but as he grew bigger, he gradually couldn't see zombies. They had to go far away to find zombies. Many times, low-level crystal cores were useless to them, and high-level crystal cores were basically used for cultivation as soon as they got them. They went out for hunting, mostly. They wouldn't go out specifically to kill zombies. Unless they found that they were short of crystal cores while upgrading, they would kill zombies on the way to hunt. Su Yinhe was silent for a long time. But she still didn't think about buying Lin Muxue's apples. Her supermarket has apples, so there is no need. In this end times, there are always people who live very miserably, and she can't help everyone. Yin, don't feel guilty. They are lucky that you opened a supermarket here. Lin Muxue thought she was feeling guilty and comforted her. You have already brought them a lot. It's not your job to give them more. Lin Muxue also felt that there was no need to buy Lin Muxue's apples. It's not like there are no apples in the supermarket. There are several kinds. Moreover, few people who come to the supermarket to buy things go back to the fruit section to buy fruit. They prefer to buy sealed dry food. I know, I just felt a little depressed. Yin, you have done a good job. There is no need to feel guilty or sorry, because you have given others a lot of kindness. Okay. Thank you. Su Yinhe pulled the corner of her mouth. Be happy. I'll show you a magic trick. Lin Muxue opened his two palms, empty. Then he squeezed them, and then opened them again. 2 chocolates appeared in his palms. I'll give it to you. It's your chocolate though. Lin Muxue smiled after she finished speaking. Okay. Thank you for letting me eat my own chocolate. Su Yinhe took it, tore open the package and stuffed one into her mouth. It tasted bitter. But she felt much better. Lin Muxue gave up temporarily. But he still asked a few kids to go to Su Yinhe's place for free food, drinks and snacks. The apple base really didn't have these, and he couldn't afford them, because all the money had to be used to buy food. He could only let them go and get some. At least let them know the taste of snacks. Chapter 157 Uncle Muxue. Su Yinhe had no objection to the kids coming to get snacks. Lin Muxue had no objection at first. Until Uncle, why don't you have green hair? Uncle, why is your hair so short? Uncle, you look like Guaguo. Do you like apples? Uncle, I want to ride a horse. Uncle, have you seen a big horse? Uncle, this group of little guys. He is so young, why do they have to call him uncle? He is so young. Yin just calls her sister, why does she become uncle when it comes to him? Lin Muxue was dissatisfied and tried to correct it. Call me brother will give you candy. Lin Muxue held the candy and tried to correct their address. But uncle, this is not your candy. This is sister's candy. Taking it without asking is stealing. Yes, uncle, you are a thief. Uncle, don't be a thief, okay? If the uncle is a thief, no one will let him ride a big horse. This is the kindest and most patient uncle he has ever met, and he is willing to be a big horse for him to ride. Uncle. Brother is not a thief. Lin Muxue looked at the candy in his hand. It was not right to put it down, nor to continue holding it. He was in a dilemma. But this candy is not uncle's. We saw you take it from sister's snack bag. The children looked innocent. Lin Muxue. He is really not an uncle. He is just a little older than Yin. He doesn't even have a girlfriend. How can he be an uncle? He is so young. Handsome. He is a brother. Lin Muxue put the candy down, then grabbed his clothes with both hands, howling in his heart. His mouth was also howling. But he was afraid of scaring them, so he could only open his mouth silently. What are you doing? Su Yinhe was startled by him. Yin, am I old? Lin Muxue grabbed the clothes on his chest and looked at her leisurely. Well, it's okay. A little bit. Su Yinhe stretched out her finger and compared. Lin Muxue usually lives a rough life. This roughness is relative to Qi Yan. Compared to most people in the end times, he is a more refined type. He at least takes a bath once a day and washes his hair every day. He is considered refined, just a little rougher than Qi Yan. Woo. I need to apply a facial mask. I need to moisturize. I need to go to bed early and get up early. Lin Muxue ran away crying. Su Yinhe, what the hell? Why do you suddenly care so much about your appearance? Su Yinhe looked at the children who were eating candy quietly. Did you bully him? The children shook their heads in unison. No, we didn't bully Uncle. Uncle just stole my sister's candy, and we were teaching him a lesson. Such heartbreaking words came out of the small mouth. Su Yin understood what was going on with Lin Muxue. However, he should be able to think it through. After all, he is so optimistic, and he should be fine tomorrow. Su Yin thought about it and decided to chat with these little guys. Are your parents at ease with you coming here every day? Sister, I don't have any parents. Sister, I don't have any either. Me neither. 5 or 6 of the 7 or 8 children said they didn't have any. They didn't look sad when they said it. They were still a little naive. The people who raised them very well. Lin Muxue was indeed a qualified base boss. In the end times, there were still innocent children in his base. Su Yin touched their heads one by one. She didn't really like children very much. Many years ago, she had met several naughty children in the car and on the street. They did whatever they wanted and disturbed her. However, the children here were very obedient and sensible. Come on, get more snacks, but Su Yin still wouldn't buy apples from Lin Muxue. She could only help a little. But she couldn't cause trouble for herself. And it was time for them to change bases. When Lin Muxue knew they were leaving, he cried so ugly. His long green hair was tangled, but he didn't care. He was counting supplies these days. He bought a lot of supplies and was able to accommodate more people, and the probability of people starving to death in the base was greatly reduced. He no longer had anything to buy supplies from Su Yin, but he sent a few men out to find crystal cores. His men haven't come back yet, and Su Yin and the others are leaving. Lin Muxue was so reluctant. Can't you really stay for 2 more days? Woo 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 woo, his men haven't come back yet. No, we should go. You've bought enough supplies from me. Su Yin looked at him with tears and snot, and felt a little disgusted. Lin Muxue was very restrained. He was obviously the boss of the base, and he had so much money in his hands that he could buy whatever he wanted. But he held back. He left money to buy rice, flour, grain and oil. She saw Lin Muxue drooling more than once while holding a bag of spicy strips. Obviously, he only needed a few dollars to buy a few bags, but he just couldn't bear to leave. In the end, he had to use the few dollars left to buy bulk rice and beans. Not enough, still not enough. No amount is enough. There was indeed a lot of rice in the warehouse, but he still felt it was not enough. The stored food was enough for the people in the base to eat for 3 to 5 years. But he still felt it was not enough. In 3 to 5 years, will those disasters end? Can humans really restore the original order in these 3 to 5 years? Is there an end to this apocalypse? Okay, I'll give you the whole supermarket and you still feel it's not enough. Ah. You want to give me the supermarket? Get lost. Don't just listen to half of what I say. Work hard on your own. You should raise the people you picked up yourself. If you really can't afford it, they are all adults. It's good enough for you to save them once. You can't keep saving them. Everyone has their own life. Su Yin could only say this. She felt that she was a little cold-blooded. But sometimes, cold-blooded people can live better. But, no buts. Don't take all the responsibilities on yourself. Lin Muxue was just a superpower with a higher level of superpowers, not a god. She really didn't understand why he wanted to save everyone. Maybe she would never understand. I'll give you a little gift before you leave. Thank you for carrying those baskets of apples. Su Yin felt a little unhappy when she thought of this. Lin Muxue didn't change his bad habits, and later sent them a few more baskets of apples. He tried to change their hobby again. Su Yin ate a few and got tired of them. Now there are still a few baskets left, and she doesn't know when she will finish them. But at least it was given to her. She didn't say that she would exchange the apples for money. Su Yin reluctantly gave him a return gift. What? Lin Muxue looked at the small cloth bag she gave him, a little confused. Chapter 158 Uncontaminated Seeds. Su Yin smiled. Take it back and have a look. It's a good thing anyway, you will like it. Lin Muxue looked at the cloth bag over and over again, and felt that she was wrong. He liked it, he liked grain. Liked food. Liked lots of grain. How much can such a small cloth bag hold? A handful of rice. What's the difference between giving a handful of rice and not giving it? Well, there's still a little difference. Alice at least it was given. Lin Muxue took the cloth bag and walked away muttering. In the evening, Su Yin, Qi Yin and Lin Muxue gathered together and decided on the next base to go to. Yin, what did you give Lin Muxue? What was in that small cloth bag? How could you be so sure that Lin Muxue would like it? Seeds, Qi Yan answered first. Am I right? Qi Yan looked at her. Su Yinhe smiled and nodded. Yes, some seeds. What's the use of seeds? The things in the supermarket, those vegetables and fruits, do not contain any pollutants. But in this end times, whether it is people, land, or even air, there are pollutants. The vegetables and seeds in the supermarket cannot survive outside. There are seeds for sale in the supermarket. Lin Muxue bought them before and tried to plant them. However, they could not sprout. The seeds in the supermarket are too pure, without any pollution. They can't adapt to the outside environment at all. They can't even sprout. In this world, all living plants have pollutants in their bodies. Lin Muxue, you followed Qi Yan to the apple base so many times in the middle of the night. Is it rare that you didn't find anything? What did you find? Lin Muxue was a little confused. Hey, Yin, how did you know we went to the apple base in the middle of the night? Not only do I know you went to the apple base in the middle of the night, I also know that you went to shave people into boiled eggs. Hearing this, Qi Yan lowered his head silently. How do you know? Lin Muxue was shocked and looked at Qi Yan. They did this very secretly. When they went out, they didn't even dare to go through the door, but through the window. How did Yin know? Did Qi Yan let it slip? Don't worry about how I know. Anyway, I know. I'm asking you now, you've been there so many times, didn't you find anything? What did you find? Lin Muxue was a little confused. At the apple base, there is no pollutant in the air, and their land does not contain pollutants. Qi Yan couldn't stand it anymore and spoke directly. How is it possible? Lin Muxue didn't believe it. There are pollutants in the air, and so is the land. Pollutants are everywhere. It is equivalent to bacteria. Did you find that the air in the apple base is very fresh? Qi Yan found out as soon as he entered that the air in the apple base is different from the outside. When he used his superpowers in the apple base, he didn't use it smoothly outside. There was always a sense of jerky. The superpowers of superpowers are essentially due to pollutants. When they use their superpowers, they mainly rely on the pollutants contained in their bodies, and secondly, the pollutants hidden in the air that are everywhere outside. The air in the apple base is very clean and does not contain any pollution. When he uses his superpowers in the base, he can only rely on the pollutants in his body. So there will be a small obstacle. Very small. If he hadn't noticed something strange in the air at the beginning, he wouldn't have noticed anything wrong when he used it. After knowing that there was no pollution in the air, he went to dig some mud to study. Then he was surprised to find that it didn't contain any pollutants. The soil in the apple base is exactly the same as the soil before the end of the world. After Qi Yan knew about it, he told Su Yinhe. So Su Yinhe chatted with those kids these days and asked about it. There are no plants within a few miles of the apple base. There's only one apple tree in the base. It's not that no one tried to bring back some mutant plants from outside. As a result, the mutant plants that were very lively outside died as soon as they entered the base. After being planted, the mutant plants that were originally very tenacious died the next day. Even Lin Muxue, a wood-type mutant, couldn't save them. Over time, people in the base stopped trying to plant. Anyway, there are apple trees. They have lived in the apple base for so long, they are used to it, and few people care about the composition of the air. They didn't notice that the air and land that they always thought contained pollutants had changed. Because the land and air in the base do not contain pollutants, those mutant plants that need pollutants will die. The land of the apple base cannot grow mutant plants, but it can grow plants without pollutants. So Su Yinhe gave Lin Muxue a packet of seeds. He also wrote a note to tell him this speculation. Let him try to grow a seed without pollutants. After listening to what they said, Lin Muxue opened his mouth wide. Is it true? Then, how can it be? How can there be no pollutants? You know, after the end of the world, there are pollutants everywhere. Except for Su Yinhe's supermarket. Su Yinhe's supermarket is mutated. Wait a minute. I know, Lin Muxue suddenly had an idea. Yin, your supermarket has mutated. Pollutants can't come in. The apple trees in the apple base have also mutated. That's not right. Don't mutations need to absorb pollutants? How can there be no pollutants? It's very simple. That apple tree is growing and upgrading, so she needs a lot of pollutants. Don't you think she has grown a little big? Su Yinhe touched her chin. Her supermarket was produced by the system, so of course there are no pollutants. Similarly, there are no pollutants on her body. Her powers are different from theirs. Their powers are due to pollutants, but hers are not. You mean, in order to upgrade, she sucked away pollutants from the land and air, almost. The closer to the apple tree, the less pollutants there are. Her roots are already very long, and I suspect there are even outside the base. Qian had seen that there was no grass growing around the apple base. The apple base did not send anyone to remove the mutant plants. The sun base sent people to kill those mutant plants every day, but there were still a bunch of them growing outside the base, and they would sneak into the base every day. The apple base was different. Looking around, it was all yellow and sand. But the location of the apple base was not the lowest plateau. The apple tree was growing all the time, sucking in pollutants from the surrounding area like crazy. Without pollutants, those mutant plants would naturally not grow. A little further out of the apple base, there were still a few pollutants, but too few to meet the needs of the mutant plants. Fuck. So awesome. After hearing this, Lin Muxue felt that the apple tree was more powerful than a supermarket. There are no pollutants inside the supermarket, but there are no pollutants around the apple tree. The entire base is quite large. Chapter 159 Sweetheart Base. Then the seeds you gave, wouldn't the apple base be able to grow vegetables and fruits without pollutants? In theory, yes, Su Yinhe nodded. What do you mean in theory? Lin Muxue was a little confused. There may be accidents, Qian said leisurely. Then let's come and see when the time comes. He. I want to see if they can grow it. Lin Muxue rubbed his hands and smiled obscenely. Yin, I thought you wouldn't care. Lin Muxue actually felt a little sympathetic when he saw the group of children. But he was hard-hearted. He had been struggling in the end times for 10 years and had seen too many poor people. There was sympathy, but it was limited. When he first saw the group of children, he was worried that Su Yinhe would be soft-hearted. Really buy those apples. But he had been in the supermarket for a long time. He had never seen anyone buy any fruit. When he was at the sun base, even those rich men and women would not go to buy any fruit. They were more willing to stock up. If Su Yinhe really bought that fruit, they would have to eat it. How could they eat so much? Fortunately, Yin didn't agree. But he also saw that Yin was a little disappointed. He was still thinking about how to comfort Yin with Qian. He didn't expect that the two of them did so much behind his back. Or maybe he was too stupid. He really didn't notice it at all. Lin Muxue was ashamed. Be sure to call me next time. I can help you dig the soil. Although his brain is not very good, he is very good at digging. Su Yinhe, Qian, I am most afraid of the sudden silence in the air. Ahem, let me see where the next stop is. The next stop was chosen by Su Yinhe herself. She picked a special name. Sweetheart Base. Lin Muxue was dumbfounded when he learned about the base they were going to. What kind of base is this? This name doesn't look serious at first glance. That's not right. He has such a good memory, why doesn't he remember this base? If he has heard of such a special base, he must have an impression. Brother Qi, do you have an impression? Qian shook his head. He didn't know either. It's a small base, smaller than the apple base, Su Yinhe said as he looked at the light spot on the tablet. Newly built, right, Qian said in a light tone. Another privately built base. I didn't expect there were so many awesome people. Lin Muxue's eyes sparkled. He thought Lin Muxue and his apple tree were already awesome, but he didn't expect there was another awesome person. I don't know what mutated this time. Dear, is it that the doll mutated? Su Yinhe was silent again, and when she spoke again, her tone was a little floating. Not necessarily all of them are mutated. Maybe the person who built the base is a girl. Or, has a girlish heart. Why isn't there a middle school student who built an Ultraman base? Lin Muxue's words were full of disappointment. Qian, hey, brother Qi, do you like Ultraman? Which one do you like? Help. 10 minutes later, Qian sprayed alcohol on his hands expressionlessly. Don't you think you're a little cruel? Su Yinhe said, taking out her finger and comparing. Isn't Lin Muxue just a little bit thoughtless when he speaks? He just said Ultraman. It shouldn't be that serious. I don't think so. I was just sparring with him. Qian smiled and put away the alcohol. Su Yinhe, it's over. It feels like no one is normal anymore. The Sweetheart Base is not like the apple base, which is surrounded by yellow soil. The Sweetheart Base is surrounded by dense trees and grass that cover the sky. The supermarket just fell and crushed a plant. The next second, it was entangled by those plants again. Her supermarket instantly had an extra green, thick piece of clothing. Can anyone really find it like this? Lin Muren poked out with a broomstick. The supermarket was tightly entangled by plants. Looking around, it was all green. Not to mention coming to buy things, you can't even see the supermarket. Well, however, the supermarket is so big that you can still find something abnormal at a glance. You can see that there is a building under the various plants. However, there shouldn't be any idiots who would risk being blown away by various plants and run over to pull these plants away. Su Yinhe silently moved the supermarket to another place. It was closer to the sweetheart base. It was only about 10 meters away. But it was still the same. As soon as the supermarket landed, it was entangled by various plants again. Lin Muren, doesn't the sweetheart base send people to clean up the plants at the gate? It's not the sun base. But it may also be because there are fewer people. If it is a private base, the management will be more chaotic than a large base. There are also fewer people, and they may not be able to free up their hands to clean up outside the base. Because there may be plants growing inside the base. Sometimes, the base may not be cleaned up, let alone outside the base. However, there are really few people. Did anyone send people to guard the city wall? Such a big supermarket suddenly appeared, and no one noticed anything unusual? Su Yinhe frowned as she looked at the scenery outside. It would be strange if there were any customers coming in this way. The gate of the sweetheart base was tightly entangled by mutant plants. She felt that the people from the sweetheart base should not be able to get out. On the first day, there was no one. On the second day, there was no one. On the third day, let's take some things and try to set up a stall in the sweetheart base. Su Yinhe thought about his own business. Okay, let's go together. Lin Muren also wanted to see new people. He likes to talk, but Qian is not a talkative person. If he bothers Qian a little, Qian will throw him. As for Su Yinhe closed her room for a whole day. Although the melodrama is very interesting, he still thinks that doing business is more interesting. Qian naturally agreed unconditionally. Su Yinhe put a lot of things into the space, packed up, and the three of them set off. First, deal with the plants outside the supermarket gate. Lin Muren was about to summon Ultraman. No, use supernatural powers to kill these mutant plants. Qian looked at him like a fool and made a big bubble made of water. It just fit all three people in it. Let's go. They walked out like this, and the mutant plants outside did not attack them. Lin Muren cracked. Qian, if you have this ability, why did you let me clean up the mutant plants along the way when we went down the mountain? When they went down the mountain, he was in front cleaning up the mutant plants, and Qian was like a young master, walking slowly and proudly behind the path he had opened. Although he gave benefits, Lin Muren was still very unhappy. If he had this ability, why didn't he just go down the mountain? Chapter 160 Chen Yuan. Let him clean up those mutant plants like a fool. Lin Muren felt that he was fooled. Exercise. You were fat at that time, Qian said lightly. Lin Muren wanted to vomit blood. Don't you think you are too much? You are a psychopath. Lin Muren went crazy online. If you scream again, I will kick you out and you will clear the way yourself. Qian looked up at him, but the words he said were very vicious. Lin Muren, who was screaming, subconsciously covered his mouth with both hands. No. He didn't want to clear the road again. Although it was only a dozen meters, it would be troublesome to clear so many mutant plants. Lin Muren was afraid that Qian, the psychopath, would really kick him out, so he didn't dare to put down his hands. Su Yinhe had a ridiculous and funny feeling. At a distance of more than 10 meters, they were in the water bubble, and those mutant plants would not attack them, even if they stepped on them. What is the principle? Lin Muren paused and couldn't help it. His patience is almost zero. Qian, guess for yourself. Qian, don't you think you? Qian stopped. I won't say it. Lin Muren made a zipper motion at his lips. In just 1 minute, they arrived at the gate of the sweetheart base. Some mutant plants grew too tall. Although they didn't react when they were stepped on, they couldn't climb up to step on them. They took a detour, a distance of more than 10 meters, but they walked more than 10 meters. Knock on the door, me. Lin Muren pointed at himself stupidly. Yet, do you think they can hear me knocking on such a big door? Lin Muren was sure that there was no one guarding the gate of this sweetheart base, and there was no place to look out. There was probably no one at the gate. How do you know if you don't knock? Qian asked back. I'm just afraid of knocking down other people's gates, He upgraded his superpowers in the past 2 days, and his strength is much greater than before. Yesterday he accidentally crushed a bowl. Just gently, without any strength, the bowl broke. He was afraid that he would go to knock on the door later and lose control of his strength, and break the door. What if the people from the sweetheart base caught him and used him as a door? "Qi Yan, you are quite good," Su Yin praised. "That's right, Yin, let me tell you, my ability was upgraded a few days ago, and I just broke a door." Lin Muren wanted to show off. He was like a peacock, wanting to spread his tail, but not to let Su Yin see his beauty. Instead, he showed off his biceps. Qi Yan, he endured it for a while, didn't say anything, but took out a loudspeaker from the space and handed it to Lin Muren. Shout! Lin Muren, who was showing it, was stunned. "How come you have everything, even loudspeakers? What kind of mess did he collect before?" Shout quickly. They had been standing here for 3 or 4 minutes, and Lin Muren, this fool, inexplicably started to show off his arms. He felt a little stupid. "Okay," Lin Muren took it, adjusted it, and then shouted excitedly with a loudspeaker. The moment he opened his mouth, Qi Yan took out a mask. Su Yin took out a hat. Hi. Is anyone there? I am your Ultraman. I am light. Hey. Open the door for me. I am a light from justice, green, and you are panicking," Lin Muren shouted, and then he started singing. Later, he even rapped directly. He not only rapped, but also sang. He even played role-playing. "Little Red Riding Hood, open the door for Grandma," he said it very devotedly. The loudspeaker Qi Yan gave him seemed to turn on some strange switch. "You shouldn't give it to him." Su Yin held down the hat and suddenly became socially anxious. When she said this, Lin Muren had been shouting for 2 minutes. In just 2 minutes, she seemed to have been to more than a dozen concerts. Lin Muren not only shouted, but also danced. Qi Yan, he really didn't know it would be like this. He just didn't want to shout, so he asked Lin Muren to shout. He thought nothing would happen. He thought. Qi Yan took out another black hat. Su Yin also took out a mask. She is now a social phobia. So embarrassing. Lin Muren's rap is very useful. After another minute, several men poked their heads out of the wall and looked at them curiously. When they saw the bubble outside them, they all showed surprise in their eyes. "Who are you?" Lin Muren couldn't sing the rap anymore. "The 3 of us lost our original base and want to find a new base to settle down. We saw that your city wall was well built and felt safe, so we wanted to come and take refuge," Lin Muren spoke without hesitation. The heads above looked at each other and then discussed in a low voice. "Don't worry, the 3 of us are all superpowers, not just for free. We just want to find a warm big family, and we are here to join you." Lin Muren held the loudspeaker with a sincere expression. If Su Yin didn't know the truth, she would have believed it. Lin Muren usually looks stupid, but he didn't expect him to be so skilled in lying. The people above chattered for a while, and then the person who asked the question just now spoke again. "You want to join our base?" "Yes." "Just 3 people?" "Yes." "Then you clean up the mutant plants on the gate yourself, and we will open the door for you." "Okay, big brother." Lin Muren looked grateful, then hung the speaker around his neck and cleaned up the mutant plants with a huff. There was a rope on the speaker that could be hung around the neck, but it looked even more stupid when it was hung like this. But who would have thought that he didn't even think about his lies? While Lin Muren was cleaning up, the men were still looking at them from the top of the wall, looking at them, and then looking around. Their eyes were alert. After a while, Lin Muren finished cleaning up the mutant plants at the gate. Someone opened the gate. After the 3 of them went in, the men walked up to them with a little more smile on their faces. "You 3 have superpowers? What are they?" Chen Yuang saw that Lin Muren cleaned up the mutant plants like cleaning up garbage, and he was obviously a high-level superpower user. Moreover, such a powerful Lin Muren looked like a little brother. Chen Yuan secretly looked at Qi Yan and Su Yin. These 2 people are a bit strange. They are wearing hats and masks. They are not particularly powerful. This one has water power, this one has earth power, and I am even more ordinary. Lin Muren stood in front and said that only Qi Yan's water power was true. He was making it up, and it was very convincing. Chen Yuan listened to Lin Muren's words while looking at their clothes. They were very clean, and they were 3 powerful people with power. Chapter 161 Fake Name. Along the way, Chen Yuan calmly asked Lin Muren to explain their affairs clearly. But Lin Muren was talking nonsense to fool him. Lin Muxue had a silly face and his words seemed sincere, but in fact, except for Qian's water ability, everything was fake. Even the names were fake. Lin Muxue's fake name was Lin Jun, Qian's fake name was Qiyu, and Su Yinhe's fake name was Su He. Which base were you three from before? Our previous base, a small base, Anyuan base, was too poor. The city wall was also shabby, and the land inside was also shabby. Recently, mutant plants have grown wildly, and the whole base has become the world of mutant plants. So we ran away. On the way, we met a superpower who said that there was a base called Sweetheart here, which was quite powerful, and the city wall was also built high. We thought it was powerful, so we came here. Anyuan. Chen Yuan searched quickly in his mind, but found nothing. I'm not very knowledgeable, so I haven't heard of it. Anyuan base is a small base with very few people. When we were still there were only more than 200 people. It's a stretch to call it a base. It's just a bunch of people getting together. Lin Muxue waved his hand. It's normal that you haven't heard of it, is that so? Or maybe I'm too ignorant, Chen Yuan said with a smile. These two are very silent. Chen Yuan stared at Su Yinhe and Qian, who had been silent since they came in. They don't know how to talk. Before, they offended a big boss because they couldn't talk, and the three of us were almost killed by that big boss. Later, they didn't talk much. Lin Muxue didn't even pause. When he said this, he was still a little angry. That person has a bad temper. That's right, he has a bad temper, and it's okay to say something wrong. But he insisted on making a fuss, and we were seriously injured at the time. Since then, my two friends don't like to talk anymore. Lin Muxue looked sad. Chen Yuan seemed to have some sympathy after hearing this. He patted his shoulder. After talking for so long, you know our situation. I forgot to ask, what's your name, brother? Lin Muxue finished telling the fake story and started asking about Chen Yuan. My name is Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan smiled. Brother, you look like a powerful person. Can you tell us about the base? We listened to the words of the superpower and rushed here. We only knew that the base was powerful. We didn't know anything else. How do you treat superpowers? Not really powerful. I just happened to follow a good boss. Chen Yuan laughed at his compliment and then modestly. How can I not be powerful? These people are all your people, brother. You are really powerful. Lin Muxue praised again. He saw that among these people, Chen Yuan had the highest status. No. Just a few younger brothers. Chen Yuan's smile became bigger. That's incredible. In our original base, the number of younger brothers of the so-called leader is not as many as you, brother. Lin Muxue complimented him hard. Chen Yuan's face changed. You can't say that. I'm just a small fry. I dare not compare myself with a base leader. Lin Muxue apologized. I didn't mean that. I just think you look awesome. Chen Yuan laughed again. I know, I was just joking with you, brother. You are so generous. Su Yinhe, who was following behind them, was completely numb. Lin Muxue was good at talking, and in a short time, he became a brother to Chen Yuan. I really didn't expect that Lin Muxue had this skill. If it weren't for the end of the world, Lin Muxue would definitely be able to thrive in the workplace. How amazing. It hasn't been long since they started to become brothers. Chen Yuan took them to a house. There were several wooden tables in the house. Several men were playing cards, wooden cards. There were numbers engraved on them. They were smoking homemade cigarettes, and the house was filled with smoke. They were having a lot of fun, but after Chen Yuan came in and coughed, they immediately threw away the heavy wooden cards. Chen. Brother Chen, this is a new superpower, please register, Chen Yuan introduced with a smile. Okay. We will register them right away. Su Yinhe noticed that they seemed to be a little afraid of Chen Yuan. They nodded and bowed when they spoke, and there was a hint of fear in their eyes. It seems that Chen Yuan is not an ordinary person. All superpowers in our base must register, so that it is convenient to assign tasks when the time comes. Don't worry, the tasks are not mandatory. If there are any tasks, they will be assigned first according to their superpowers, and it is okay not to go, Chen Yuan explained. Okay, Lin Muxue nodded. The men took a thick booklet and began to record their information. Name, Lin Jun, gender, male, superpower. Lin Muxue and Qian were all smooth, but something went wrong when they came to Su Yinhe. Female? Are you a female? The person who registered stood up after hearing her voice, and looked at her with a very burning look. The men in the room looked at her in the same way. Chen Yuan's eyes were also wrong when he looked at her. Surprised, hot, but soon, it turned back to its previous gentleness. She's a woman. Why are you so surprised? Lin Muren didn't like their eyes. Qi Yan moved and pulled Su Yin behind him. Sorry, I was just too surprised. We thought she was a man. Chen Yuan scolded them a few words, then apologized. Su Yin was dressed very neutrally and wore a big hat. The hat was a bit big and almost covered her eyes. She also wore a mask. She was covered tightly. She didn't make a sound all the way. Lin Muren is a man, and Qi Yan is also a man. They naturally thought that Su Yin was also a man. A thin man. There are many such men in the end times. So thin that only bones are left. Su Yin has long hair, although he wears a hat, it can still be seen. But, there are also many men in the end times who don't cut their hair. Many people don't even take a bath, let alone their hair. Of course, there are also some men who like to keep long hair, saying that it keeps warm. It was ridiculous, but long hair did warm the neck. There are relatively few female psychics in our base, so they... I'm so sorry, Chen Yuan scolded them again. The men quickly apologized, but the look in their eyes when they looked at Su Yin was still a little hot. Su Yin continued to register her information. After knowing her female identity, Chen Yuan began to look at her carefully again. He looked at her very secretly. But the three of them still noticed it. Qi Yan looked at him with a cold look. Chapter 162 Small Villa. After Chen Yuan registered them, he took them to where they were staying. He took a mutant potato as big as a human head and rented a small villa for them. It was a bit shabby, but there were enough rooms. How can I be so embarrassed? Lin Muren looked flattered. It's okay, I see you didn't bring any food, so I'll lend it to you. Return it to me when you have food in the future. Chen Yuan had been looking at Lin Muren when he spoke before, but since he knew Su Yin was a woman, his eyes began to stare at her vaguely. Now, he was not talking to Lin Muren, but to Su Yin. Su Yin silently lowered her hat. So scary. It seems that it is not safe for one person, or three people to walk in this base. Lin Muren smiled and moved his feet. He and Qi Yan just blocked Chen Yuan's view of Su Yin. Thank you, Brother Chen, you are such a good person. Lin Muren held his hands and shook them up and down. Chen Yuan's face changed color instantly. Lin Jun, you are quite strong, aren't all people with superpowers strong? Lin Muren pretended to be a fool and continued to hold his hand, looking at him with gratitude while holding it. Chen Yuan couldn't tell whether he did it on purpose or not. If he said it was intentional, he had this expression. It didn't look like he was pretending. But if he said it was not intentional, his strength was a bit too great. Chen Yuan tried hard to shake off his hand. But Lin Muren's hand was like a pair of pliers, holding his hand tightly. Lin Jun, can you let go? Chen Yuan felt pain and couldn't bear it anymore. But his expression was still so gentle. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I just upgraded my superpowers yesterday, and my strength has increased. I haven't learned how to control it yet. I'm so sorry, damn it. Lin Muren seemed to have just reacted at this time, and then began to apologize. The tone and expression were sincere, as if he had done something unforgivable. Chen Yuan looked at his red, slightly deformed hands, and used great self-control to hold back a smile. It's okay, you didn't mean it. Lin Muren breathed a sigh of relief. He slapped him. I knew you were a generous person, Brother Chen. That puts my mind at ease. Chen Yuan staggered after being slapped, but he still had to keep smiling. However, the look in someone's eyes that wanted to kill him couldn't be hidden. He was also afraid that they would notice something was wrong, so he didn't care about Su Yin, and could only take his men away first, saying that they would meet again another day. They left, but the fanatical look that Su Yin felt didn't seem to disappear. She rubbed her arms, and goosebumps appeared all over the floor. What's wrong with them? Chen Yuan was a little better. The look in his men's eyes when they looked at her was as if they wanted to eat her up immediately. That fanaticism was beyond the reach of the fans in her original world. I don't know either. But Yin, you are in danger. Promise me, don't go out alone to set up a stall. The two of us will go with you. Lin Muren also knew something was wrong. It was so weird. The way they looked at Yin was as if they hadn't seen a woman for 800 years. Besides, it wasn't the kind of look that people give to women, it was more like the look they give to Tang Monk. What? Su Yin didn't hear clearly. Lin Muren said it again, and Su Yin couldn't help but shudder after hearing it. I'm most afraid of this kind of weirdness. It's a bit creepy. Qi Yan didn't say anything, but patted her shoulder as if to comfort her. This small villa looked like it hadn't been lived in for a long time. The 3-story villa was full of dust and cobwebs once you entered. As soon as you pushed the door, the dust filled the whole room and almost drove them away. Cough cough cough. Oh my god. How long has it been since anyone lived here? Lin Muxue was in charge of pushing the door, and he was the one who suffered the most. He coughed for a long time before he recovered. Then he looked at the 2 people hiding a few meters behind him with a resentful face. Brother Chi, did you know this a long time ago? Why didn't you use your water bubbles? Chi Yan lowered his head with a guilty conscience. I forgot. Humph, I don't believe it. Chi Yan's head is so smart, how could he forget? Chi Yan must know what will happen when he pushes the door. On purpose. Lin Muxue felt that he was hurt, so the cleaning was handed over to Chi Yan. Because he needed to recover from his injuries. Chi Yan liked cleaning very much, but he didn't say anything. He took out the tools and started cleaning. Su Yinhe wanted to help, but Chi Yan forbade her to help on the grounds that cleaning would dirty clothes. Then Su Yinhe and Lin Muxue set up 2 stools, took 2 cups of milk tea, and sat in the yard waiting. Chi Yan was cleaning inside. Is it not good? Su Yinhe felt a little guilty. What's wrong with it? He volunteered. Lin Muxue took a sip of milk tea. He must have done it on purpose just now, and he even pulled you to hide behind. He just wanted to see me make a fool of myself. He's a heartless man, Su Yinhe. It always feels a little weird. He also feels guilty, otherwise he wouldn't be so straightforward. I was the one who cleaned up before. After Lin Muxue finished speaking, she began to cry and told Su Yinhe about his previous sufferings. After listening to her, Su Yinhe could only say, then you are quite miserable. Yeah. He just cleaned up today, and you feel sorry for him. Men can't be spoiled. If you feel sorry for him, he will get more and more. You are very experienced. That's right. This is what Lin Muxue taught me. Although I don't like her very much, she sometimes really knows a lot. Lin Muxue can be said to be a teacher-level figure in this regard. She is also good at pua. The men she hung up were scolded by her every day, despised by her, and ordered to work by her, but they had no complaints and felt that she really loved them. When Lin Muxue heard her conversation with a man at that time, he was amazed. The man was directly trained by her to be in love. He felt horrible about the words he said. He had no self at all. Later, for a word from Lin Muxue, he went to die. No trace of his body was left. But before he died, he was still muttering that he was sorry for not bringing back the things Lin Muxue wanted. Lin Muxue certainly didn't want Su Yinhe to be such a person, but he hoped that Su Yinhe would learn a little bit, at least learn some tricks. He couldn't be a naive person. Su Yinhe, very good. After they finished chattering about these, Chi Yan had also finished cleaning. He had water-related abilities and space, so it was very convenient and fast to clean. It's really good, so clean. Lin Muxue was very happy to see it. Let's take a rest on the 1st floor first. The 2nd and 3rd floors haven't been cleaned yet. So we'll clean them up after we take a rest. Chi Yan not only finished cleaning, but also changed his clothes. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 163 Skeleton. Lin Muxue looked at it and the corners of his mouth twitched. Only Chi Yan. A particular person. What to eat? Su Yinhe asked. She had difficulty making decisions. Lin Muxue blurted out without thinking. Hot pot, his love. Chi Yan, I can do anything. Then, let's not eat hot pot. Hearing this, Lin Muxue lowered his head in disappointment. Let's eat barbecue. Really? Lin Muxue's head stood up again. Hot pot is his love, and barbecue is his little lover. For his little lover, Lin Muxue prepared very actively. Su Yinhe only needed to take out the ingredients and kitchen utensils, and Lin Muxue started to grill with great interest. It smells so good. Lin Muxue stared at the barbecue, drooling. The meat was marinated in advance and could be grilled as soon as it was taken out. Yin, how come you have everything, even the marinated meat? Like Doraemon. Fortunately, I don't have everything. Then what do you have that you don't have? Lin Muxue asked while turning the barbecue. Rats. Su Yinhe spat out 2 words, thought for a while, and added 4 more words. And cockroaches. Lin Muxue paused, feeling that the barbecue was not so fragrant. A bit disgusting. That's right, if you don't feel disgusted, you're not normal. Su Yin's barbecue was ready, picked it up and dipped it in chili powder, then wrapped it in lettuce, and then put it into her mouth. Delicious. Lin Muxue, who was a little disgusted at first, couldn't wait to see her eat so deliciously. Su Yinhe was also ready. He dipped it in chili powder directly, without wrapping it in lettuce, and ate it directly. It was also delicious this way. Among the three people, Lin Muxue was the slowest to roast. Because he picked a big and thick piece, thinking that there would be more meat. As a result, Su Yinhe and Su Yinhe started to eat the second piece of meat, and his was not yet roasted. Lin Muxue watched the two of them eating deliciously, and both cried with greed. When he finally put it into his mouth, tears of emotion flowed from his eyes. I can still eat barbecue, so happy. Lin Muxue learned his lesson and chose thin meat afterwards. His hands moved quickly. His mouth almost never stopped. Half of the barbecue went into his stomach. After eating and drinking, they began to discuss the sweetheart base. They are not right. Very weird. Lin Muxue picked his teeth. I think so too. Sweetheart, sweetheart, it doesn't match its name. Su Yinhe took a cup of tea and drank slowly. The way they look at you is really wrong. Yin, you must protect yourself and don't be alone. Yeah. I know, in fact, she will not get into trouble. She is a woman with a plug-in, very powerful. Unless someone with a system comes, there is nothing they can do to her. But this kind of thing cannot be explained. Qian, I'll sleep in the room next to you. Call me if you need anything. Qian looked at their eyes and always felt uneasy. He was worried about something happening. Okay. I'll shout at you the first time if there is anything. Su Yinhe made a gesture. Qian decided not to wear headphones to sleep tonight. Then let's go and check it out in 2 days. Lin Muxue felt that their luck was good. Last time, it was pretty good. They met Lin Muxue, who is a good man. But this time, they met Chen Yuan, who had a strange mind. In this base, it was not only Chen Yuan who was wrong, but also his subordinates. I always felt that there was a conspiracy. After the discussion, Qian and Lin Muxue went to the second and third floors to clean up. Su Yinhe, who wanted to help, was taken down by them. You sit down. Just consider it as our meal money, okay? Since she was not allowed to work, she should have a good rest. She didn't like to work, but she simply felt that it was a bit immoral for her to play alone while they were working. But since they were so tough, she might as well continue to be a salted fish. Su Yinhe was on the first floor, and Qian was not very reassured. He also attached a layer of water film to the door and windows. If someone came in, he could sense it at the first time. Su Yinhe thought Qian was very powerful. She had seen many water-based psychics in the sun base before, but their role seemed to be to provide water to the base. Or to follow the team out and provide water to the team. They rarely said they would use their powers to fight. They just acted as a mobile water source. Their combat effectiveness was not obvious, and their defense ability was not high. Qian was a special one. He had the most coveted space power, and the weakest water power among many powers. Logically, he should have a miserable life. He would become a mobile water source and mobile granary kept by private individuals. But he relied on his clever brain to figure out a way to drain the water from people. He also created a water film. Although Su Yinhe had never seen Qian drain the water from people with her own eyes, she knew that he should be very powerful. Otherwise, it would be impossible for so many people to be afraid of him. It is said that many water-based psychics who were originally treated very poorly and were squeezed every day followed suit, forcing those who controlled them to increase their treatment. Su Yinhe walked to the window, looked at the water film above, and couldn't help poking it gently. She regretted it right after poking it. She sneaked back to her original position, opened the tablet and watched some videos. He probably didn't notice it. She watched for a long time, and when she saw Qian hadn't come down yet, she thought he probably didn't notice it. Qian didn't come down until he finished cleaning. He was responsible for cleaning the second floor, and Lin Muxue cleaned the third floor. Qian changed into another set of clothes, which were clean and tidy. You couldn't tell at all that he was a person who had done a thorough cleaning. Not long after, Lin Muxue was also done and came down, with a skeleton on his back. Look what I found. He was still a little excited. After coming down, he put the skeleton on the ground, pointed at the skeleton excitedly and said, "Look, bones. There are 2 more on top. One is big and the other is small. They should be from the same family, although, you are not excited at all." So what are you excited about? Su Yin couldn't bear to look at it. Let Brother Qi study it. Brother Qi, aren't you a doctor? You should like it, right? Lin Muren pulled Qi Yan to touch the skeleton. Qi Yan immediately retracted his hand and put it in his pocket. Thank you. I don't need it. Oh, I finally found a skeleton. Maybe it's from before the end of the world. It's very valuable for research. Qi Yan, get lost. Why are you so cold? Don't you like the birthday present I gave you? Lin Muren was very disappointed. These are other people's bones. What qualifications do you have to say you're giving them to me? Qi Yan sneered. Then what do you mean? Shit. Lin Muren jumped away, covered his chest with his hands, and looked at him in horror. You don't want to kill me and take my skeleton, do you? Qi Yan, this idiot. Author, if you love him, give him a skeleton. If you love me, give me money. Chapter 164 Brown Sugar Buns. Lin Muren was terrified. Qi Yan was speechless. Then the terrified Lin Muren hid behind Su Yin. Yin, save me. He pulled Su Yin's clothes tightly. Qi Yan sneered, if you pull her clothes again, I will really turn you into a skeleton. Lin Muren's hands trembled in fear and loosened. No, my skeleton is not good, I have a herniated disc. Su Yin, say Lin Muren is stupid, he fooled Chen Yuan around, say he is smart, he even believed such words. You guys continue. If you win, take down the skeleton above. Bury it. Su Yin rubbed his eyebrows, feeling his head throbbing. Qi Yan was of course scaring him. After scaring him, he dragged Lin Muren to the third floor and used the space to collect several piles of garbage cleared from the third floor. Lin Muren didn't have a space, and he didn't have water-related abilities, so he could only take a broom and sweep the garbage together. He also collected 2 skeletons. They also collected the skeletons on the first floor, found a place outside, dug a pit and buried them. Lin Muren also asked Qi Yan to take 3 pieces of wood, a carving knife and a brush, and erected a monument for them. They had 5 dishes and 1 soup for dinner. It was quite rich. After working for half a day, Lin Muren finished 7 bowls of rice. He also mixed the soup with rice and ate it. Although he worked so much every day, his stomach was like a bottomless pit. He could still eat after eating so much. Fruit after meal, snacks after meal, milk tea after meal, dessert after meal. Basically, they all went into his mouth. He was still not satisfied after eating. Although he could eat before, it was not as scary as it is now. Su Yin felt something was wrong. He has upgraded his superpowers recently, and the consumption is faster, Qi Yan explained. Is that so? Su Yin nodded thoughtfully, and then brought a lot of desserts and snacks to Lin Muren. Eat more, don't starve yourself. Lin Muren ate the cake and felt a little creepy. Yin looked at him with a strange look. Okay, thank you, yet. Tell me when you're full, Su Yin said gently. What? Lin Muren felt that his neck was not good, and moved stiffly. Just curious about how much you can eat. Su Yin took out a small notebook and began to record. It was even more hairy. Lin Muren couldn't swallow a little. You're welcome, eat more. Don't get hungry. Su Yin looked loving. I always felt something was wrong. Lin Muren couldn't help but slow down his eating. Are you full? So fast? Not yet. But, I'll go eat Brother Kai's. No, his is not as delicious as mine. That's right, but he was scared. Lin Muren felt that she was very wrong. In front of him, Qi Yan wanted to make him into a skeleton, and in the back, Su Yin fed him. Woo. But he was so scared. Although he was not full yet, he decided to starve. He wanted to sleep. Don't go, I'll study it. Su Yin held him. I don't want it. Let me go. Today, both of them were very fierce, and he was scared. Don't go, I just want to clear out the inventory. You eat more. Su Yin was unwilling to let go. She just wanted to watch the Big Stomach King eating live. She used to often see Big Stomach King eating live, but never met one offline. Today, she caught one and was curious about how much he could eat if he let go. Really? Lin Muren sat back, but still looked at her with suspicion. You swear you don't want to stuff me to death, or drug me and send me to Qi Yan's dissection table? He looked at Qi Yan on the side with caution. Su Yin, what's the connection? She just wanted to watch the Big Stomach King eating live. What's wrong with her? What dissection table? Qi Yan also has a dissection table. That's right, he emptied several hospitals before. Lin Muren muttered. It's convenient to have space. You can move whatever you want. Awesome, for someone like Qi Yan, she thinks he can live well anywhere. He went too far. The intensity of his plunder was so great that nothing was left except the walls. Even the windows and doors were removed. It was like a swarm of locusts, leaving nothing behind. As Lin Muxue spoke, he began to complain about Qi Yan. Qi Yan ignored him, but he became more and more excited. He even slowed down his eating speed. Su Yinhe could only nod and agree. Lin Muxue ate a lot and did not go to the toilet in the middle. His stomach was not bloated at all. Su Yinhe wanted to touch it at first, but felt it was not good, so she had to give up. But her eyes were too hot and almost scared Lin Muxue again. They slept on the second floor at night. A skeleton was found on the third floor, which was not good. Su Yinhe did not like the first floor, so she slept on the second floor. The 3 rooms were connected. Su Yinhe slept in the middle, and the 2 of them slept on the left and right. Be sure to call for help if there is anything. Qi Yan applied several layers of water film, but he was still not at ease. He reminded her several times. Su Yinhe's ears were calloused from listening. Yet. Don't worry, I know, then I'll go. Yet. Go to bed. Early to bed and early to rise makes you healthy. Su Yinhe waved her paw and waited for him to leave before entering the room. The bed in the room was taken from the space by her, so she climbed up and rolled around without any burden. It was very soft. She slept until dawn. It seemed that nothing happened. But when they went down to the first floor, they found a few more footprints in the yard. They were not theirs. It feels like they are targeting us. This sweetheart base is really wrong. Lin Muxue looked at the footprints, all of which were men's. But I don't know why they didn't go in. If they went in, Qi Yan's water membrane would definitely be sensitive. Who knows? Su Yinhe was not in a good mood. She went to bed late last night and got up so early today. She didn't have much energy. Yin, you stayed up late. I didn't stay up for long, just until 1 o'clock. Who knew I was so sleepy? She used to stay up until 2 or 3 o'clock, and could get up at 6 in the morning, and she was very energetic all day. Ever since I became a corporate slave, I have never experienced that feeling again. After Su Yinhe finished reading, she planned to go upstairs to catch up on her sleep after breakfast. She had brown sugar steamed buns for breakfast. They were sweeter than white steamed buns, very delicious, and soft. Su Yinhe liked them very much. Qi Yan and Lin Muxue liked them very much, too. Su Yinhe ate 1, Qi Yan ate 1, and Lin Muxue ate 20. After eating, she asked Qi Yan, Brother Qi, do you have any more? Qi Yan's mouth moved, and then he took out another 20. Lin Muxue ate steamed buns on the first floor, and the 2 of them went upstairs to take a nap. Lin Muxue didn't understand why he could go back to sleep after getting up. He didn't understand. But the steamed buns were delicious. Lin Muxue was chewing on the steamed buns, and he had only chewed half of the 20 steamed buns when a bang was heard in the yard. Chapter 165 Jin Chang. He was so scared that his bun dropped. Fortunately, he was quick and didn't let the bun fall to the ground. What is that? Lin Muxue chewed the bun in his mouth, his voice unclear. He took the bun and went out. Then when he went out, he saw several rows of superpowers standing in the yard. The small yard was not big to begin with, and there were so many people standing there. Even the grave they had built was stepped on by someone. Who are you? Lin Muxue stopped chewing the bun. Do you know that this is someone else's house? How can you come in without permission? Lin Muxue was very unhappy. He hadn't finished eating his bun. It seemed that they were here to cause trouble. Lin Muxue looked at them and couldn't count them at a glance. We heard that there is a female superpower here. Come and see. The man in the lead had a shifty look and spoke in an annoying tone. You've never seen a woman. What are you looking at? Lin Muxue didn't like him at first sight. He looked very wretched. He still wanted to see Yin. Is he worthy of him? Young man, don't be so irritable. Jin Chang's face changed instantly. Who would be in a bad temper if they saw a bunch of strangers breaking into their home? I'm a good person because I didn't kick you out directly. Lin Muxue stuffed the steamed buns in no time, and then began to transform into Tyrannosaurus Rex. You are so much older than me, I thought you at least knew more than me. But it turned out that you are just a fool. You don't even know such a simple truth. How can you be so arrogant? I remember the door to the yard was also locked. You even climbed over the wall to get in. Aren't you a thief? You call me irritable. I'm just gentle. I didn't even yell at you to kill me when I treated you thieves. You? Jin Chang's face was very ugly. What do you mean you idiot? Idiot. After Lin Muxue finished speaking, he raised his middle finger. Looks like there's no need to be polite. Today we'll teach you a lesson. As for that female superpower, she belongs to us too. Let's all attack together. Then you'll have fun. Jin Cheng wanted to talk nicely, but Lin Muxue's words were too harsh. He felt that there was no need to waste words. Just look at the result. Go ahead, I'm not afraid of a group fight, you bunch of trash, you're not even worthy of carrying my shoes. Lin Muxue was also furious. These idiots dared to pay attention to Yin. Lin Muxue rubbed his hands and attacked directly. One against a group. But Lin Muxue was flexible, his superpower level was high, and he often hung out with Qi Yan, so he was very good at using his superpowers. He was upgraded recently, and he didn't lose the upper hand for a while. He was also insidious. He used flexible positioning to make them fight each other. Then he caught Jin Cheng and beat him. You bastard, you are a fucking bastard, you dare to covet Yin. Xiao, I will beat you to death. I don't believe Lin if I can't beat you to death, stupid bastard. Jin Cheng was beaten black and blue. Lin Muxue had the upper hand at the beginning, but Jin Yu's group also reacted and stopped fighting each other. They found Lin Muxue. Lin Muxue was at a disadvantage and was hit several times. He didn't fight to the death, because he still had people. Brother Qi. Help. There are robbers. Thieves. If you don't come down, I will die. Lin Muxue shouted for help while fighting. His help did not disappoint him. Qi Yan came down immediately after hearing it. After coming down, he didn't say much and joined the battle directly. Now it was 2 to many, and they had the upper hand. Seeing Qi Yan coming, Lin Muxue also stood up and fought more fiercely. When Su Yinhe, who was a step slower to react, came down, it was over. 32 people were tied up tightly in the yard. Oh my god, so many people. Su Yinhe was startled when she saw it. These idiots, they just wanted to run away. Luckily I have good eyesight, Lin Muxue said, and kicked Jin Cheng. A thief, almost, but still an idiot, he kicked again. As soon as they saw Su Yinhe, Jin Cheng and his group were not right, staring at her with fanatical eyes. What are you looking at? Lin Muxue got angry when he saw their eyes, and kicked them again. One by one, each one was slapped. Don't look blindly with your dog eyes, tell us if you don't need it. Su Yinhe was frightened by their gaze. This base was indeed wrong. They seemed to be a little too fanatical about her. 32 people were stuffed in the mouths by Lin Muxue and beaten like dogs. After beating them, Lin Muxue showed off 30 steamed buns. I am hungry from beating people just now. What about the group of people outside? How about killing them and taking their skeletons? Before Lin Muxue finished, Qi Yan replied, no need, I don't like any of them. Qi Yan, you are too picky. Lin Muxue shook his head. Qi Yan, who told Lin Muxue that he needed skeletons? Would you like to think about it again? Lin Muxue still didn't give up. No. I don't need it. Qi Yan felt a headache just looking at him. He was not a pervert. He didn't like skeletons either. He preferred small cakes. Alice, Lin Muxue sighed, and the steamed buns didn't smell good anymore. Then what about them? Bury them too? The yard is not big enough. Lin Muxue was very distressed. The yard was too small to bury so many people. If he wanted to bury so many people, he could only dig the pit deeper. But he didn't want to dig a pit. He got hungry easily recently. He got hungry right after digging. He got hungry faster than he ate. Do you have to kill them? Break their arms and legs and throw them out, Su Yinhe suggested. At this time, breaking their arms and legs would not cure them. Breaking their limbs and throwing them out is the same as letting them die. If they survive by chance, they will become a waste and live a miserable life. Su Yinhe felt that she was a bit vicious. But she really didn't like the look in those people's eyes, and she was very angry after hearing what Lin Muxue relayed. Okay, Lin Muxue was eager to try. Let's go out and take a look in the afternoon. Let's see what this base is all about. Qi Yan was not in a good mood. The limbs of the 32 people were broken by Qi Yan and Lin Muxue. The scene was a bit ugly, and Su Yinhe forbade watching. But she also heard their screams in the house. After Lin Muxue broke their limbs, he was still not satisfied, and slapped them a few more times and kicked their ribs. Finally, he dragged them out and threw them away. After doing all this work, he was hungry again. While eating the steamed bun, Lin Muxue touched his stomach. The abdominal muscles were still there. Fortunately, he didn't get fat even after eating so much. But if he continued to eat like this, he wouldn't be able to feed himself. What if Qian and Yin disliked him for eating too much and threw him away? After Lin Muxue finished eating, he made up his mind not to eat so much next time. Chapter 166 Braised Pork. After Lin Muxue finished eating, the three of them sneaked out to get information. To clarify, Su Yin is Giga and Lin Muxue is Suisu. As for Qian, he looked at the two of them speechlessly and couldn't bear to look at them anymore. It was really obvious that they were like this. They did attract some people's attention. Su Yin realized that this was not going to work, so she returned to normal. She swore that she was a normal person before. It was all Lin Muxue's fault. He led her astray. Considering that the people in the sweetheart base seemed to be a little crazy about women, Su Yin dressed up well this time. If you don't look closely, you can't tell that she is a woman. She even drew thick eyebrows. When Lin Muxue saw it, he was amazed. This magical makeup technique. Along the way, they found something abnormal about the sweetheart base. There was not a single woman. No wonder they look at you with a wrong look in their eyes. They really have never seen a woman. The three of them found a place where no one was around to rest. But this is not right. Su Yin put her fingertips on her chin and frowned. In the end of the world, the survival rate of women is indeed lower than that of men, but it is not so outrageous. For example, in the Sun base, there are more men, but there are also many women. It is nothing like this sweetheart base. There is not even a woman along the way. According to my guess, this sweetheart base must have a secret that cannot be told. Lin Muxue took out a pair of black-framed glasses without prescription from somewhere, put them on, and held the glasses to think. Where did you get the glasses? Qian looked at the glasses he took out, a little puzzled. I found them on the third floor of the small villa. Don't say, there are a lot of garbage, but also a lot of good things. Lin Muxue smiled. He not only found a pair of glasses, but also a small mirror and a comb. The comb was made very beautifully. There were flowers carved on it, and it also had a fragrance. Qian, have you ever thought that your glasses might have been worn by that white skeleton? Su Yin spoke with some difficulty. Lin Muxue is really, he dares to take anything. Lin Muxue he can't stop he. No way, use your limited brain capacity to think about it. That is the home of a skeleton, and the glasses must also be a skeleton. Maybe the person was still wearing them when he died. Tell me where you picked them up when you picked them up? On the table? Or on the ground? Lin Muxue couldn't pretend anymore. He took off his glasses quickly. But he was reluctant to throw them away, so he asked Qian to put them in the space. What if they are useful? After taking off the glasses, Lin Muxue disguised himself a little and went to get information. Qian and Su Yin watched from a distance. Lin Muxue took out a pack of cigarettes and a lighter very skillfully, and got in touch with a big brother. You are great, you can get this at this time. The big brother puffed out smoke and praised him. Lin Muxue also held a cigarette in his mouth and laughed. Big brother, I want to ask you something. What is it? The big brother was very cherishing when he smoked, and his face was intoxicated. He didn't even remember when he smoked last time. He thought he would never be able to smoke again in this life. I just want to ask, why is there not even a woman in our base? I haven't met one for several days. I want to vent but I can't find anyone. Lin Muxue sighed. Unexpectedly, the elder brother became alert when he heard this. You don't even know this. Are you from our base? Well, I'm new here. My original base is gone, and I have a relative here. I came here to seek refuge with my relative. Who knew that I couldn't find my relative when I came here? Lin Muxue stuffed a pack of cigarettes into him. I really don't know this. That's why I came to ask you, elder brother, is it true? The elder brother took the cigarettes very smoothly. It's true, I'm still young. I just want to find a woman, but I haven't found a shadow after looking for a few days. I really can't stand it. Lin Muxue looked annoyed. Don't think about it. Unless you become a leader, women will not be yours. If you are not picky, you can try men. The elder brother also sighed. What? Lin Muxue looked frightened. No, I'm not interested in men. Then there's nothing we can do. The eldest brother spread his hands. He had no choice. He had been in the space for such a long time and had never touched a woman. Women who entered the sweetheart base only had one place to go. There's really nothing we can do. Lin Muxue did not give up. There's no other way, unless you find a way to become a confidant of the people above. The eldest brother was smoking a cigarette, and he became very angry as he spoke. He didn't lack food and drink, and he would occasionally think about women. But as long as they were female, they would be tied up and locked up as soon as they entered the base. Ordinary people like them would never see them at all. Lin Muren asked some more questions, and the eldest brother told him everything because of the cigarette. When he came back, his face was not very good. Lin Muren told Qian and Su Yin the news he had found out. No wonder they looked at you so strangely. It turns out they wanted to kidnap you. Yin, promise me that you will never walk alone at night in the future. Lin Muren held her hand. Su Yin twitched her lips and shook off his hand. Thank you, but I don't have the habit of going out at night, but it's also dangerous at home. Especially that house is rented by Chen Yuan. Lin Muren decided to change houses when he returned. He shouldn't covet other people's houses. Let's change houses, but, do you want to clean it again? Cleaning those 3 floors was tiring like a dog. After finally cleaning, it was not even 2 days, and you don't want it anymore? Are you going to give it to the next person? Forget it. I can't bear it either. Sob, Su Yin, cry if you want to. Where are the tears? Where are the tears? Just howling without tears. Humph. Lin Muren might have cried because he was hungry. He ate 3 bowls of rice when he returned. As for what he said, eat less next time, he had forgotten it long ago. There was no way, the braised pork was too fragrant, and Qian and Su Yin didn't eat it, so he had to solve it himself. Braised pork must be eaten with rice. It's normal for him to eat too much accidentally. Who can refuse braised pork? Lin Muren ate with a clamor. He ate most of the dessert and fruit after the meal, and even ate snacks after the meal. Su Yin, it feels like raising a happy piglet. Carefree. In the next few days, they went out to gather information during the day. And Lin Muren passed out several packs of cigarettes one after another. They found out that once a woman entered the sweetheart base, she would be kidnapped immediately and taken to a place to be raised for the entertainment of the people above. And if they kidnapped a woman, they would get a reward, so a woman to them was not only a woman, but also food and supplies. Chapter 167, Hole in the Wall. The more he knew, the angrier Lin Muren became. They are just a bunch of beasts. He was so angry that he didn't even want to eat. He smashed the wall hard. Then, there was a hole in the wall. Ahem, accident. Lin Muren withdrew his hand with some embarrassment. He didn't use much force. How could a hole be made? Lin Muren looked at his hands. There was no trace. Who would have thought that this was a pair of hands that could smash a hole in the wall? Forget it, Su Yin sighed. Lin Muren hadn't learned to control himself for so many days, and he was eating more and more. Forget it, it's not that he couldn't accept that he ate a lot. The main thing is that he didn't eat his food. Lin Muren was very self-aware. When he was hungry, he would go to Qian. He ate Qian's food, not hers. It didn't matter how much Lin Muren ate, as long as Qian didn't mind. But, Lin Muren went out to get information these days, and he got very angry after getting it, and he smashed the wall when he was angry. His hand was fine, but the wall was. It was a nice little villa. Although it was a little broken, it was still solid. But it couldn't stand Lin Muren smashing the wall every day. Su Yin always felt that this little villa was shaky, and she was a little afraid to live in it. What's wrong? Lin Muren touched the hole he smashed to comfort the wall. He hadn't reacted yet. Lin Muren, control yourself. Don't be so irritable. It's not good for your health. Su Yin was really worried that the wall would collapse while she was living there. If the wall collapsed, she wouldn't die, but she was being pressed down, and it would take a lot of effort to dig it out. Yin, I know you care about me, but I'm just too angry. They are a bunch of beasts. Lin Muren was angry again as he spoke, and he smashed his fist against the wall again. The house, which was already shaky, was about to collapse. Su Yin felt a black screen in front of her eyes. If you are really angry, find a way to go in and save them, and take the opportunity to kill a few of them, instead of smashing the wall here. Lin Muren was a little embarrassed. I want to, but I've been asking for so many days, and no one knows. They only know the general idea, not the specific location, so many cigarettes were wasted. Lin Muren felt a little sad when he thought about it. The cigarettes were not his. Qian packed them when he was collecting supplies before. Qian didn't smoke either. Those cigarettes had been kept in the space. This was the first time they saw the light of day. As a result, after spending so much time, he didn't get any key information. Lin Muren whined and felt like a waste. You know that too, Qian, you should comfort me at this time. How can you mock me? Lin Muren looked at Qian in disbelief. Qian? He didn't really want to pay attention to this fool. What should I do? I kind of want to help those women. Those people are too disgusting. Especially that Chen Yuan, who seems to be gentle and refined on the surface, but is actually such a person in private. Lin Muren sighed. Help. I will provide you with spiritual support. Su Yin supported him. Why spiritually? Lin Muren was a little curious. Because I am a woman who looks weak but is strong inside. Lin Muren, what a cold joke. Speak of the devil appears. They just mentioned Chen Yuan, and Chen Yuan, who had not been seen for many days, came. To be honest, Chen Yuan did not expect that he would come here again. He originally thought that the people he sent would be able to kill the two men and kidnap the woman quickly. He had a lot of things to do, and he forgot as soon as he gave the order. As a result, the things that were originally sure to be done were messed up. The people he sent were trash. They were caught directly and their hands and feet were broken, basically useless. After they were beaten and disabled, I don't know if they were afraid of his blame from time to time and did not take the initiative to report it, or he had some free time and suddenly thought of the new woman and asked a question, only to find out that they didn't kidnap anyone at all. He was also disabled. 32 people, but they couldn't beat 3 people. It would be a joke to tell others. It would be an even bigger joke to conceal it. After Chen Yuan knew about it, he was furious. He finally cared about the 3 of them. He decided to meet them again. Chen Yuan brought several more people, all of whom were high-level psychics. 32 psychics were useless at once, so those 3 were definitely not ordinary people. In order to ensure that everything was foolproof, Chen Yuan had to talk a few more times and get some medicine. When he got it, Dr. Shen felt so distressed. The toxin was extracted with great difficulty, but Dr. Shen, who was inflexible, was reluctant to give it to him. But he still got it. Chen Yuan carried a few mutant potatoes and knocked on the door of the small villa with a smile. Lin Muren came to open the door. He was cursing at first, but when he saw Chen Yuan, he swallowed his words automatically. Lin Jun, you are a little angry. Chen Yuan handed him the potatoes. I don't know if you have any food. I brought some gifts, don't despise it. Lin Muren also took it happily. Thank you, Brother Chen, you are such a good person. We just happen to have no food. Thank you so much, Brother Chen. You rented a house for us and sent us food. I don't know how to thank you. Lin Muren looked very grateful, but he was still cursing in his heart. He finally realized why Chen Yuan rented a house for them for free. It was obviously to lower their vigilance, to stabilize them, and then find someone to kidnap Yin. It was sinister. After hearing the noise, Su Yin and Qian immediately collected the furniture that should not be in the small villa and put them all into the space. So when Chen Yuan went in, he saw a bare room. The floor was very smooth. The wall had dozens of holes. There was not even a stool. Qian and Su Yin stood inside and smiled awkwardly. Lin Muren chuckled, I'm so sorry, Brother Chen, we're new here and we don't have anything. I'm so sorry, Chen Yuan, I don't know why, but I always feel like I've been fooled. Brother Chen, please stand for now. If you're really tired, you can sit on the ground. Chen Yuan couldn't figure out for a moment whether Lin Jun was fooling him or was really a fool. But are there really fools who survived the apocalypse? Brother Chen, thank you. Thanks to your potatoes. If you hadn't brought potatoes today, we might have been left with nothing. Lin Muren was holding the potatoes, looking grateful, and he really looked like a fool. Maybe he was overthinking it. Chen Yuan forced a smile to deal with it. Just as he was about to change the subject to Su Yin, Lin Muren threw the potatoes to her directly. Xiaohe, go make some food. We need to entertain Brother Chen and thank him for his help. Chapter 168 Baked Potatoes. Su Yin took the potatoes and ran into the kitchen without saying a word. Chen Yuan wanted to stop her. He was very interested in Su Yin, but Su Yin slipped away like a loach. He didn't even have time to shout. This. How can we trouble a girl like her? I'll ask someone to help her. After Chen Yuan finished speaking, he signaled his men. No, she just loves to work, and she is also allergic to strange men. You must not go over, otherwise she will die from allergies. Lin Muren opened his mouth and gave Su Yin a disease. What? Chen Yuan's expression management was out of control. How can there be such an allergy? Yes, she is. She is very uncomfortable with being in the same space with strange men. She will suffocate if they get too close. Although Lin Muren was talking nonsense, her expression was real. Lin Jun, are you kidding? How can there be such a disease? Chen Yuan didn't quite believe it. It was not easy to get a woman here. If she really had such a disease, what did he want her to do? Really? She has been afraid of men since she was a child. She used to be my neighbor, and she just can't touch strange men. I had to get familiar with her with great difficulty before I could get close to her. Lin Muren's expression was sincere, and there was no trace of lying. Qi Yan almost laughed out loud when he saw him fooling people seriously. Fortunately, he was a cold man, and cold men never laughed. I'll go help, Qi Yan said, and walked quickly to the kitchen. Chen Yuan was dumbfounded. This man. How could this man walk so fast, like a ghost? He almost didn't react. Can touch strange men, yes. You can touch familiar ones, Chen Yuan. It was confirmed that they were 100% playing tricks on him. If Chen Yuan had thought about treating them better before, now, he just wanted them to pay the price. Although he was ready to kill them, the expression on Chen Yuan's face did not change, and he and Lin Muren were still good brothers. Brother Chen, just wait. Xiao's cooking is delicious. You will definitely like it. Lin Muren chatted with him about everything. Chen Yuan smiled. But he didn't care whether Xiao could cook or not, he only cared about Xiao. Xiao as a person is much more valuable than her cooking skills. Brother Chen, don't disbelieve it. Xiao's cooking skills are absolutely enchanting, the kind that will directly make you ascend to heaven. Lin Muren hoped that Su Yinhe could be smarter. Su Yinhe was indeed very smart. She was baking potatoes in the kitchen. It was called a kitchen, but in fact there was nothing. I don't know how many years have passed, and those kitchen utensils are no longer usable. When they were cleaned last time, they were all put into the space by Qi Yan. Anyway, his space is big enough to hold everything. Then he put everything in it. What if it is useful one day? Because there was nothing, Su Yinhe decided to bake potatoes. Baking potatoes does not require salt, oil, or anything else, only fire. When they came, they didn't bring anything. They didn't go out to buy seasoning. It's just right to make baked potatoes. When Qi Yan came in, she was roasting a potato that had turned black. Are you roasting charcoal? No, this is a potato. Brother Chen sent it over specially. Su Yinhe shook the potato that looked like black charcoal. Qi Yan, you did it on purpose. Her cooking skills weren't that bad. Oh, I didn't do it on purpose. I just don't have good skills. I was very serious about preparing meals for them. Su Yinhe didn't admit it. Let me help you. Qi Yan picked up a potato and roasted it with her. There were so many potatoes, and he was afraid that her hands would get sore. Su Yinhe made room for him. The potatoes that Qi Yan roasted were even darker than those that Su Yinhe roasted. There was a little noise when they fell to the ground. Qi Yan smiled. My cooking skills don't seem to be that good either. I roasted it too much. It's okay, as long as you're serious. We're trying. Brother Chen is a good person, he won't blame us. Su Yinhe patted his shoulder and comforted him. Then the two of them roasted all the potatoes that Chen Yuan sent over into black charcoal. The kind that was pitch black. If they were cut, only the little bit in the middle would be edible. After roasting, they packed the roasted charcoal potatoes back and sent them to Chen Yuan and the others. Lin Muren was still chatting with Chen Yuan, and when he saw them, his eyes lit up. See, I said Xiao's cooking skills were good, and he made the food so quickly. Brother Chen, you sent me potatoes, don't be polite, you must eat more. Lin Muren saw the charcoal, and his smile became more sincere. Come on, Brother Chen, don't be polite. Lin Muren took the roasted potatoes, he was not afraid of the heat. He took out a charcoal-like potato and handed it to Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan looked at this black potato that was still emitting heat, and he didn't know whether to take it or not. But in the end he took it. Eat it quickly. It must be delicious. Lin Muren looked at him expectantly. Chen Yuan, Lin Jun, why don't you eat? Good things should be. No, thanks to Brother Chen, we can live in such a good house. These potatoes are also sent by you. How can we eat them? You are hungry. You eat them. We are not worthy. Lin Muren shook his head like a rattle. You too, no, we are not worthy. Only you, Brother Chen, can eat it. Lin Muren didn't want to eat heat. He is a bad-hearted person. Yin was also led astray. Qi Yan is even more bad to the core. He must not eat this heathen. Only Chen Yuan is worthy of it. Brother Chen, why don't you eat? Do you look down on us? Do you despise us for being poor? I know that when we first came in, we had nothing, and you despised us. But Brother Chen, I don't know why you helped us rent a house, but we are sincerely grateful to you. But you don't even want to accept our gratitude. Brother Chen, we have no food, nothing, even the potatoes are yours. But we really want to thank you. But you don't even want to see our gratitude. Lin Muxue was acting like a drama queen, and he started to sob while talking. This time there were tears. Qi Yan, Su Yinhe, the two of them really couldn't cry, so they could only lower their heads and pretend to be sad. Su Yinhe thought about all the sad things in her life, and finally stopped herself from laughing. Qi Yan was fine, he didn't like to laugh by nature, so he just had to lower his head and pretend to be sad. Chen Yuan looked at Lin Muxue who was sobbing, and he felt terrible. This, what's going on? What is he doing here? What is going on? Chapter 169, Spicy and Sour Shredded Potatoes. Chen Yuan didn't know what happened. When he came to his senses, he started to eat the charcoal. He took a bite. His mouth was black. His hands were black. His teeth were black. This baked potato was not only black, but also hard. Chen Yuan grinned, and his teeth were almost broken. Lin Muxue looked at him expectantly. How is it? Is it delicious? Chen Yuan opened his dark mouth, wanting to praise, but couldn't. Is it not delicious? Brother Chen, eat a few more bites, Lin Muxue said, and then he started to move his hands. He directly grabbed the charcoal and stuffed it into Chen Yuan's open mouth. While stuffing, he said, don't be polite, Brother Chen, eat more of the potatoes you brought. Otherwise, I will not feel at ease. Chen Yuan, woo, this bastard. Brother Chen, I told you not to be polite. You are polite just looking down on me. Lin Muxue continued to stuff. Chen Yuan rolled his eyes and stopped him with his hands. The scene was a little chaotic. The people brought by Chen Yuan looked at each other. They were at a loss. They didn't know whether they should go up to help. But it seemed that they couldn't help much. Just when they were hesitating and struggling, Chen Yuan finally pulled out a black charcoal stuffed in his mouth. He opened his mouth wide, breathing in and out. He was almost suffocated just now. Thank you, Lin Jun, but I'm really not that hungry. Chen Yuan gritted his teeth when he spoke. Brother Chen, I told you not to be polite. Why are you still so polite? Lin Muxue also stepped back a little. Chen Yuan's expression was a little scary now. He was scared. He really wanted to hide behind Yin. Su Yinhe looked at the two of them and wanted to laugh. But at this time, laughing would definitely attract Chen Yuan's attention. But Chen Yuan's dark mouth was really funny. Su Yinhe could only bite his lips tightly and hold back. He thought about the saddest things in his life and finally didn't laugh. As for Qi Yan, he didn't like to laugh by nature. Seeing Chen Yuan's dark mouth, he was indifferent. Brother Chen, you are such a good person. You were reluctant to eat the potatoes you brought, and gave them to us. How could we be so lucky to meet such a good person like you? Lin Muxue ignored Chen Yuan's murderous gaze, pulled Chen Yuan's trembling hand, and was moved. At a certain moment, Chen Yuan really wanted to get angry and let his men take them all down. But looking at Lin Muxue's stupid and sincere face, he still endured it. It doesn't matter, I brought it to you, just eat it. Don't let Su Yinhe starve, girls can't stand starvation, Chen Yuan said, and moved his eyes to Su Yinhe. Su Yinhe, damn it. What does it have to do with her? Can't she be treated as a decoration? She doesn't like potatoes, Lin Muxue replied without thinking. Then what do you like to eat, Su Yinhe? Our base treats women well, but we can't let you go hungry. Chen Yuan didn't want to listen to Lin Muxue's chatter, so he walked directly to Su Yinhe. Su Yinhe, her eyes were burning. Su Yinhe wished she could poke his dog eyes out immediately. She is quite picky, and the base doesn't have what she wants to eat. Qi Yan moved slightly and stood in front of Su Yinhe. Chen Yuan looked at Qi Yan who was blocking Su Yinhe with a bad face. I asked Su Yinhe, why are you so talkative? Lin Jun, this person is not as tactful as you, Lin Muxue. If Qi Yan had tact, he wouldn't be called Qi Yan. He is not very good at talking, Lin Muxue said, and stood next to Qi Yan. The two people stood in front of Su Yinhe tightly, trying to prevent Chen Yuan from seeing a single strand of Su Yinhe's hair. Chen Yuan's face became visibly darker. It matched his mouth very well. You three have a good relationship, that's right, A lifelong friendship. If anyone dares to take advantage of our Su Yinhe, we too will risk our lives to break his legs. Lin Muxue smiled, but his words were a bit vicious. Chen Yuan's face froze. Ha ha ha, the relationship is good. Very good, yes, it's very good, Chen Yuan. He refused to listen. Let's kill him. Tie up the woman. Chen Yuan made up his mind, but his face didn't change. I've delivered the things. I have something else to do. I'm leaving first. You guys, have a good rest, okay, goodbye, Brother Chen. Lin Muxue waved his claws at him. Chen Yuan left with his people. Before leaving, Lin Muxue forced those over-roasted potatoes on him. Brother Chen, you have to eat a lot when you come here. Chen Yuan left with a stiff face. Isn't this equivalent to him bringing a few potatoes and taking a few pieces of charcoal away? What is he after? What is he after? Chen Yuan said all the dirty words he had ever used in his life. Goodbye, Brother Chen. We'll make you baked potatoes next time you come. Come often, Brother Chen. Hearing this, Chen Yuan's steps became chaotic. Tisk, he finally left. He took us for fools. Lin Muxue closed the door and began to ask for praise. Hey, Yin, look at me, I'm smart. Chen Yuan was choked and couldn't say a word. Smart, really smart, Yin, your baked potatoes are also great. After Lin Muxue praised himself, he began to praise Su Yinhe. You speak very well, too, you are very eloquent, I admire you very much. No, Qi Yan just watched the two of them quietly praising each other. After scolding others, Lin Muxue ate 2 more bites of food today. Although he ate a lot, he ate more today. Fortunately, they are a wealthy family. Otherwise, they can't stand Lin Muxue's tricks. They didn't keep Chen Yuan's potatoes, but Lin Muxue saw Chen Yuan's potatoes and became interested in potatoes. During the meal, there were a few extra potato dishes on the table. Spicy and sour potato shreds, fried potato slices, mashed potatoes, fried potato chips, French fries. Life is beautiful. Potatoes are delicious, too. Lin Muxue ate happily. I think Chen Yuan is going to take action tonight. After all, when Chen Yuan left, his eyes were about to burst into flames. I think so too. Chen Yuan's mouth was not only black, but his face was also black. He must have been very angry. I'm still good. I can't make him angry to death. Hey, okay, stop laughing. Should we set up a trap or something? Trap? Dig a hole? Or bury a mine? Su Yinhe. Su Yinhe looked at Qi Yan. You have this thing in your space? Qi Yan, no, what do you mean you don't have anything? Qi Yan, you don't have anything. Lin Muxue was a little confused. Why did Qi Yan suddenly join the chat room? Qi Yan stopped talking, and he shouldn't talk. Qi Yan, you say it. What do you mean by saying you don't have anything out of the blue? If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 170 Grilled Sorry. Ahem, let's continue discussing traps. Su Yinhe looked at Qi Yan who was being embarrassed, and felt a little guilty for some reason. Trap, yes, trap. Lin Muxue thought of the trap and forgot to continue questioning Qi Yan. I think we can do this first, then that. Su Yinhe, for example, dig a big hole first. What if the bones are dug out? Su Yinhe still remembered that they buried the skeleton of a family of 3. This, no matter what, how about changing the cemetery for their family of 3? There's still open space outside the yard. Lin Muxue was eager to try. Su Yinhe, I don't think this is good. People finally slept peacefully, and they are disturbed again. What if they come to your dreams and cry, "This, are you afraid of ghosts?" I'm so brave, I'm definitely not afraid. Su Yinhe looked at his shaking legs, smiled and said nothing. Then let's not dig holes, let's bury mines. You have mines. Su Yinhe was a little suspicious of what they did before the end of the world. No. It doesn't matter, but Qi Yan is smart. He still has materials in his space, and he can definitely make a mine. Lin Muxue has mysterious confidence in Qi Yan. Qi Yan, thank you for your trust, but I don't really want to make a mine. Wow, so amazing, he is amazing, he can also make rockets. Su Yinhe was shocked. If he can even make rockets, what did Qi Yan do before? Don't listen to him, it's just a few plastic bottles. Qi Yan said this, Feeling a little guilty, Su Yinhe nodded. It turned out to be this kind of rocket. She thought he really made a rocket. Isn't this the extracurricular homework in school? It tests students' hands-on ability. Thinking of this, Su Yinhe wanted to laugh. She had also done this homework. But it was not a rocket, but a boat, and it was also made of plastic bottles, but her hands-on ability in this area was not very good, and the boat capsized in the end. It was obviously the same steps, but others succeeded, but she failed. She cried loudly at that time. Then, what kind of trap should I make? Lin Muxue was very distressed. Qi Yan, he obviously has superpowers, why does he have to stick to traps? Qi Yan didn't quite understand. Su Yinhe had given up on traps a long time ago, but Lin Muxue was still thinking hard, thinking about making an exquisite trap to scare them. Then when he thought about it, he thought about Chen Yuan's people coming again, and he hadn't thought it through yet. It was quite. Those people came when it was dark. Qi Yan was the first to discover it, because he used his water power to lay a few thin water lines in the yard. Ordinary people couldn't see it, but he could sense it when they touched it. Here they come, fuck, so fast. We haven't set up the trap yet. Lin Muxue stood up in an instant. After Chen Yuan left, they put the furniture back. Lin Muxue sat on the sofa and thought hard. Before he could think of anything, those people came. There is murderous intent. Lin Muxue crawled to the door with a sly look and looked out. Qi Yan, Chen Yuan did not come in person, he just ordered his men to come. The ones who came this time were not as useless as the 32 pieces of trash last time. This time, they would definitely be able to kill the two eyesores and kidnap Su Yinhe. Chen Yuan did not come with him. He sat in a tall building not far away, looking through a telescope. Telescopes were rare at that time. If he was not in a high position, he would not have one. This was also Chen Yuan's treasure. Chen Yuan watched his men sneak into the yard and then enter the door. Wait, something flew out. It can't be his people, right? Chen Yuan couldn't sit down anymore and stood up directly. Fuck. It seemed to be his people. One flew away, and then Lin Jun came out. Then it was Qi Yu. 2 people against more than a dozen people. They definitely can't win. Those more than a dozen people are the elite among the elites. Chen Yuan felt a little bad, but he still tried to comfort himself. But soon he couldn't comfort himself anymore. Because 2 against more than a dozen people, they really won. Lin Jun was hit a few more times, and the man called Qi Yu was not even touched by anyone. It was only about 10 minutes. All his men were knocked down. Chen Yuan looked through the telescope and watched them skillfully break the hands and feet of his men and throw them out of the yard. Chen Yuan, I underestimated them. If I had known. Chen Yuan gritted his teeth. More than a dozen elites were just disabled. Chen Yuan put away the telescope. Brother Chen, are we leaving now? Chen Yuan's men were a little surprised. The people had not been tied back yet. Their speed was a little slow today. It had been so long, and they had not tied anyone back. A dozen people, didn't they just kill 2 people and tie up a woman? It actually took so long. Brother Chen was getting impatient waiting. Let's go. There's no need to wait, Chen Yuan sighed. Really not waiting, no, let's go. Chen Yuan did not ask anyone to drag back those people with broken hands and feet. There was no need. They were already disabled, and there was no point in dragging them back. He is not a charity. There are more than 10 people, but they can't beat 2 people. They are disabled. It's best if they die. Chen Yuan took his people away without any reluctance. He underestimated them. He had to find the elite among the elites of the elites. They successfully aroused his interest. After Qi Yan and Lin Muxue threw the last person out, they returned to the house. Qi Yan was not very reassured. He was afraid that there were still people, so he arranged several water lines around. Lin Muxue didn't think too much. He went back happily and shouted for a midnight snack. Su Yinhe felt that they were tired for more than 10 minutes, so it was right to have a midnight snack. So she contributed the barbecue she packed when she returned to her own world. It was enough for her to eat more than 10 meals, but Lin Muxue ate it all in one midnight snack. Even Su Yinhe, who was rich and powerful, felt a little sad. It's so cool. It would be better with beer. Su Yinhe took out the beer. It would be better if it was ice beer. Su Yinhe took out the ice beer. Yin, do you really not need a son? She is considerate and well-behaved, and, if you can't speak, don't speak. Qi Yan took a string of grilled leeks and looked at him unkindly. Lin Muren shut up wisely. He was really overbearing. He just wanted to be Yin's son, not to compete with Qian for the position, so this wouldn't work. It was too humble for him. When Qian spoke, he didn't even dare to refute. Lin Muren angrily ate 3 strings of grilled sori. Grilled sori healed him. In this world, only food would not make him sad. He loved food, and food also loved him, gave him a good mood, and comforted him when he was sad. After eating the sori, Lin Muren ate the grilled leeks again. He saw that Qian liked to eat this, so he had to eat it all and leave Qian with nothing to eat. Chapter 171 1 verses 10. By the end of the meal, Lin Muren was burping. He finally experienced a feeling of being full. Although he was full, as the person who ate the most, he was responsible for resting. Su Yinhe ate the least, and ran back to sleep after eating a few skewers. She was old and couldn't hold on any longer. Qian didn't eat much more than Su Yinhe. Anyway, the two of them combined didn't eat as much as Lin Muren. Lin Muren ate the most and last, so the job of cleaning up naturally fell on him. When Lin Muren covered his stomach and cleaned up alone, he felt that this was a sweet and sad story. Moreover, because he ate too much, he couldn't sleep. He couldn't sleep. He had no choice but to get up and walk around to digest the food, which took 2 hours. If he waited until he finished digesting the food and went back to sleep, it would be too late when he got up. Then he missed breakfast and lunch. When he woke up, it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon and he was just hungry. But there was no food for him. Qian, how could you be so cruel? Where's my meal? You didn't even leave it for me. You didn't even wake me up, Qian said coldly. You can never wake up a person who pretends to sleep. What do you mean? It means that he called you, but you didn't wake up. He suspected that you were pretending to sleep on purpose, Su Yinhe next to him kindly explained. I didn't. Don't talk nonsense. I'm not that kind of person, Lin Muren denied 3 times in a row. How could he pretend to sleep? He loved his meal so much. You know whether you did or not, he had poured water on him this morning, but he didn't wake up. If this wasn't pretending to sleep, then what was he? I really didn't. Lin Muren felt very wronged. Oh, the cold Qian didn't respond at all. Lin Muren scratched his head and was at a loss. So, is his breakfast and lunch today gone? The cold Qian didn't want to give him breakfast and lunch at all. In the end, it was the kind-hearted Su Yinhe who gave him some sushi. It was also the one she packed when she went back before, and it was the kind of one less for each portion she ate. Yin, you are still the best. Lin Muren was very moved and wanted to be her son again. Su Yinhe didn't really want this good son. But Lin Muren really wanted to be her good son. You take your time to eat, I have something else to do. Su Yinhe couldn't communicate with him for the time being. She really didn't want a good son. Su Yinhe, who didn't want a good son, hid back in her room. Qian looked at Lin Muren who was eating sushi happily, snorted, and went back to the room. So, when Lin Muren finished eating sushi, he found that he was the only one left downstairs. He was very confused holding the box. But in the end, Su Yinhe and Qian still came down, and they had to continue to inquire about the news. Although the information they inquired about before was not very useful, at least there was no resistance when they were inquiring. But today, Lin Muren just went up to ask a question and was almost beaten. His cigarette was also robbed. Get lost, this kind of thing is not something you can know. The man held the cigarette and looked defensive. Lin Muren was angry. If he didn't want to say it, he wouldn't say it, but he also robbed his cigarette. Is this stuff so easy to rob? Give it back to me. Lin Muren stretched out his hand, intending to take the cigarette back. Whatever falls into my hand is mine. The man shook the cigarette in his hand, still with a provocative look on his face. Stupid thing. Dad's things are not so easy to take. Lin Muren didn't say much nonsense, and kicked him directly. How could the man who was kicked stand it, and immediately fought with Lin Muren? The two of them went back and forth, very fierce. Su Yinhe felt that something was wrong. It's okay. Stay calm. Qian was very calm. Not panicked at all. Don't you think that things don't seem to be going well? Is it that Chen Yuan? It should be. Aren't you anxious? No need. You have to believe him. That man can't beat him, Su Yinhe. You can't learn it. In fact, Qian's calmness makes sense. Lin Muren almost won by a crushing victory. The cigarette was taken back, and the man was also useless. The people watching the excitement nearby were also scared away. Lin Muren came back with a cigarette, panting. HMPH, next time I meet him, I will beat him so hard that his father won't recognize him. He dared to snatch his cigarettes. Are his cigarettes so easy to snatch? Don't be angry, come, eat a popsicle. Su Yin looked around and didn't find anyone, so he secretly took a popsicle to cool him down. It's convenient to have a space, Lin Muxue sighed while eating a popsicle. Yin is still more generous, unlike some people who are stingy. Qian, he is stingy, he is stingy. Next time, let Lin Muxue use the sky as a blanket and the ground as a bed. There is no need for a tent. Lin, who still underestimates Qian's stinginess, doesn't know that Qian is ready to confiscate the tent he gave him. Anyway, Lin is licking the popsicle happily now. Although the first inquiry today was not smooth, Lin Muxue did not give up, but continued to inquire. Then, every idiot wants to snatch his cigarettes and not do anything. Huh. Can any kind of idiot snatch his cigarettes? Lin Muxue kills the Buddha when he meets him, and kills his relatives without recognizing them. Although there were no relatives of his here. Anyway, he just killed people randomly. I'm exhausted. Why are there so many ignorant people today? Lin Muxue wiped the sweat from his face, feeling very regretful. Lin Muxue, I feel that your IQ is sometimes online and sometimes offline. Haven't you ever thought about Chen Yuan? Su Yin felt that Chen Yuan's power was not small. Although he seemed ordinary, he might actually be a big boss. Chen Yuan? Does he have so many people? Lin Muxue was stunned. Lin Muxue has IQ, but it's hard to say when he is online and when he's not. I think so. Su Yin supported her chin with a wise look on her face. Qian didn't intend to join their discussion. But they didn't care at all and started to discuss. As for Qian, who is that? They didn't know him. The more the two discussed, the more they felt that it was possible, and they were almost 99% sure that it was Chen Yuan who did it. I think he should still be monitoring us. Will he send someone to keep an eye on us now? Lin Muxue had finished his popsicle, but he felt that Chen Yuan might send someone to keep an eye on them, which was not good. It's not impossible. Then Yin, you just took the popsicle from the space, wouldn't that expose the space? It doesn't matter, I believe you will protect me. Su Yin didn't really care about this. She was so awesome now that she was not afraid of anyone hurting her. After so many days. She also knew that the two people around her, who seemed ordinary, were actually two big guys. Lin Muxue looked a little silly at ordinary times, but in fact, it was no problem for him to fight 10 people alone. Chapter 172, Preserved Eggs with Tomato Sauce. As for Qian, she felt that Qian should be a little more powerful than Lin Muxue. Although Qian is a very picky person and a little bit pretentious, but other than that, he is still good. Su Yin felt that she might be a little love-brained. They haven't even been together yet, but she needs a filter. But she is very satisfied with Qian's face. Let him be love-brained. Lin Muxue listened to Su Yin's words and said solemnly, Yin, Qian and I will protect you well. If anyone wants to hurt you, I will dig a big pit and bury him, break his hands and feet first and then bury him to prevent him from crawling out again. Okay, thank you. I'll make delicious food for you. What? Mustard with preserved eggs? Are you kidding? Of course not. I'm not the kind of person who likes to joke. After returning, Su Yin really made them a dish of mustard with preserved eggs. The taste. How to say it? It can only be said that it is very suitable for weight loss. You will definitely not get fat if you eat this. Lin Muxue ate while crying. Qian didn't cry, but his face didn't look good either, as if he was going to vomit in the next second. But fortunately, he didn't vomit in the end. Is it not delicious? This was the dish she came up with on a whim. If it's delicious, why don't you eat it yourself? Lin Muxue asked a soul-searching question. Su Yin, didn't I ask you to help me test the poison? I think it should be delicious, but I'm afraid it's poisonous. Su Yin said it with such confidence. Lin Muxue, Qian, how shameless. Fearing that it's poisonous, he added them to test the poison. How could this be possible? Today, as usual, Lin Muxue cleaned up. Cleaning up every day, cleaning up every day. Lin Muxue has become so skilled that he can clean up quickly and well with his eyes closed. If there was no apocalypse, he could at least be a waiter, and those customers would eat 2 more bowls of rice when they saw how handsome he was. As Lin Muxue cleaned up, he began to laugh. Is he not in a good mind? Su Yin looked at it, turned around and asked Qian. Qian, he is not my son. How do I know? You have been with him for so long. Don't you know, but we only had physical contact. They were not spiritually connected, so he didn't know if Lin Muxue had a problem with her brain. It looked a bit like that, but to be more precise, he couldn't just say yes. Okay. Then, eat grapes. Seeing that she wanted to continue asking, Qian took out a basket of washed grapes, picked one and put it in her mouth. The grapes were sweet, but this couldn't stop Su Yin's strong desire for knowledge. I still eat apples. Qian took out another cut apple. Lin, strawberry. Qian successfully shut Su Yin up with all kinds of fruits. When he went to bed at night, Qian was worried that Chen Yuan would send someone again, so he arranged thin water lines inside and outside the house as usual. As expected, Chen Yuan sent people again. There were not many people, but they were quite skilled. However, no matter how good they would touch the water lines arranged by Qian. The water lines he arranged were at tricky angles, and even he himself couldn't be sure that he wouldn't touch them when he came in. As soon as they touched the water lines, Qian pulled Lin Muxue up, and the two of them went out to bury people, no, drag people. The yard was so small, and they had to stay for a while longer, so it was not good to bury too many people. Just break their limbs and throw them out. The battle ended quickly. Su Yin didn't even wake up. After dragging the people, they went back to the room to continue sleeping. It was not until the next day when Su Yin woke up and had breakfast that she knew about it. Last night, how many people came last night? Not many, only 12, less than last time, but more powerful than last time. But still not as powerful as the two of us. As Lin Muxue spoke, he wanted to brag again. Great, great. Su Yin didn't hesitate to praise Lin Muxue and Qian again and again. Lin Muxue was so proud of the praise. Qian's ears were also red. To reward them, Su Yin prepared a dish of preserved eggs with ketchup for them today. Lin Muxue, Qian, he didn't really want this kind of reward. Eat it, you're welcome, it's my new dish. Are you asking us to test poison again? Lin Muxue was about to cry. Qian's hand holding the chopsticks was also shaking a little. Ahem, this is a reward. Reward? Su Yin felt a little guilty. Have you eaten it? I tried a little in the kitchen, it doesn't quite suit my taste, but I think you guys will like it. Qian, you eat more, this ketchup is sweet. Faced with a sudden concern, Qian was obviously at a loss, and his hands shook even more. Yes, brother Qi, you eat more. Lin Muxue's mind has never been as fast as it is now. In just 3 seconds, he came up with a good idea, then picked up the chopsticks, picked up the plate with ketchup and preserved eggs, and frantically put the ketchup and preserved eggs on it into Qian's bowl. There was only a small piece left in the end. Facing Qian's murderous gaze, Lin Muxue didn't dare to put the last piece in Qian's bowl, and ate it with tears in his eyes. Taste. Weight loss tool. That's all I can say. In life, there are always various attempts. Qian's attempt was to eat all the ketchup with preserved eggs. After eating all of it, Qian felt that he had lost his sense of taste. He did not eat any other dishes. He took a bottle of mineral water and started drinking. Then he rinsed his mouth with mouthwash. Continued to drink mineral water. Mouthwash. Mineral water. It was over, but there was still that strange smell. Forget it, brush your teeth. Qian ran to brush his teeth. After brushing 3 times, there was still a smell. The next meal, and the next meal, I didn't want to eat any more. Qian was emo. Su Yin saw it and felt guilty, so she ran to comfort him. Don't be sad, I'll make you bitter melon with ketchup. Qian, what about ketchup with a watermelon rind? Qian, you cook very well, it would be better if you were not obsessed with innovation. Yes, I cook well. Then I'll make you eggplant with salad dressing. Su Yin was happy. Qian, unable to communicate. For 5 days in a row. Qian and Lin Muxue dragged people at night and tested poisons during the day. On the 6th day, Su Yin finally stopped trying to innovate. I don't think I have any talent. You don't like the dishes I innovated? Su Yin shook her head and sighed. She expected them to like the dishes she didn't even dare to eat. Lin Muxue complained in her heart. Yin, I think your cooking level is already very high. You don't need to try to innovate anymore. You're not going to be a chef. If Yin innovates, they will be the ones who die. I think so too, then it's settled. Chapter 173 Mutton Pot. Su Yin's innovation plan was forced to abort. Chen Yuan's men were almost destroyed by them. They felt that they could not just sit there and wait for death, but had to take the initiative. You mean, find a way to find that place? Yes, Lin Muxue felt that if he continued to stay here, he would be killed by innovation. Yin is no longer innovative now, but she might go to innovate again when she is bored. He doesn't want to die yet. But, you have been asking for so long, but you haven't found out, Su Yinhe frowned and thought. Lin Muxue is already a big shot on the community. If Chen Yuan hadn't intervened, Lin Muxue would have slept in the homes of his big brothers. But even so, he didn't find out where those women were hidden. I didn't find out the details, but I know a few places in this base that people are not allowed to enter. I think it must be among them. Let's go and take a look secretly. Lin Muxue was eager to try. He has been tasting food during the day and dragging people at night. He is almost exhausted. He is very eager to do something else. Okay. I have no objection. She is not the main force, she just joins in the fun. What about you, Qian? I have no objection. Qian can go anywhere, and it's better if he doesn't try the dishes. Then it's settled. Lin Muxue started to draw a map happily. How should I put it? He still has some talent. Relying on the information he knows, he managed to draw a map. It looks like the real thing. But, what is this circle? I don't know either. This is what he heard from the big brother, that there might be a building, but he didn't know anything, so he drew a circle to represent it. What about this question mark, the place we want to explore? What about this exclamation mark, the place we need to pay attention to? Although Lin Muxue's words are very reasonable, Su Yinhe always has a feeling that it is not very reliable. However, the plan has been made, and they have no choice but to go. Chen Yuan's men have been killed by them. No one came at night, so they took advantage of the night to explore. A half moon appeared in the sky, and it was still bright, so they could see the road clearly. Lin Muxue was the vanguard. He led the way and walked forward very cautiously, then found a cover. After checking around and feeling that everything was fine, he waved to the tube behind him to follow. The tube behind him took completely different paths. Lin Muxue hid and skulked, while Qian and Su Yinhe were just strolling in their own backyard, very leisurely. How can you do this? What if you are discovered? Lin Muxue was angry. I believe you can beat them. No matter how many of them come, they can't beat you. Su Yinhe was very confident in them. That's right, we are indeed very powerful. But aren't you a little too leisurely? You don't look like people who come to spy secretly. Muxue felt a little embarrassed after hearing her words, scratched his head, and then reacted. Ah! Didn't we come here directly to kill? We are so powerful, why do we have to sneak around? Su Yinhe didn't quite understand. Can't we just fight head-on? But, what you said seems to make sense. Lin Muxue was convinced by her. They are so powerful, why do they have to sneak around? Then just do it. Qian, release the dogs. Qian, don't want to talk to a fool. Lin Muxue is now full of fighting spirit and decides to listen to Su Yinhe's advice and fight head-on. But wearing a mask makes it more obvious. Su Yinhe just watched him kill gods and Buddhas along the way. There were quite a lot of guards in the place they entered, and Lin Muxue just knocked them out one by one. He originally wanted to kill them, but he was not sure if those women were imprisoned here. If not, wouldn't he be deliberately killing people? He would kill them after he was sure. Although he just knocked them out, Lin Muxue also used heavy hands. Several people rolled their eyes after being knocked out by him. Su Yinhe was a little confused when he saw this. What was the principle? They broke in overnight and found that it was the place where the food of this base was stored. Lin Muxue was very disappointed. He left very sadly. At this time, he was glad that he didn't kill anyone. The three of them came easily and left easily. They had no idea that, because of what they did, the sweetheart base almost fell out. The thing is, the granary of the base is of utmost importance at this time. In addition to being heavily guarded, people are sent to check it every day. Then the person who checked it today found that all the people guarding the granary had fallen to the ground. The man was almost scared to death. He trembled and went to check the breath of the fallen guard. Fortunately, he was not dead. After checking, the person who checked was relieved. Then his heart was lifted again. The guard was not dead, so what about the granary? The person who checked didn't care how many guards were lying on the ground, and he ran to check the granary. The results surprised him. All the guards were knocked out, but there was no less food in the granary. He was worried that he had counted it wrong, so he counted it again several times, and the result was that there was really no less food. His heart was relieved, But doubts also arose in his heart. Who on earth had nothing to do and knocked out the guards? This matter was serious, and the inspectors dared not conceal it. After checking and finding that there was no shortage of food, they reported the matter to their superiors. Then, the sweetheart base was under martial law. The culprits were still sleeping soundly in the small villa. They stayed up late and did physical work, so they were tired. Especially Lin Muxue. Most of the guards were knocked out by him. A few were knocked out by Qian when he saw something was wrong. Su Yinhe was just a follower. But she was also very tired. As I said before, she was old and couldn't stay up late. The three of them slept very soundly, not knowing that outsiders thought that what they had done had turned the world upside down. After waking up, the three of them were very hungry. They ate a mutton pot. Hiss, it's so hot. As soon as the pot was cooked, Lin Muxue couldn't wait to drink a bowl of soup. The soup was so hot that he grimaced, but he couldn't bear to spit it out. It was so delicious. Hot and delicious. So fresh. The mutton pot was delicious. At the end, a fish was added. I finally understand why the freshness is one fish and one mutton. It's really fresh. Lin Muxue ate until his belly was round. His appetite has decreased recently. But he still eats more than Qian and Su Yinhe. But not as much as before. The fish is delicious. Su Yinhe still likes the fish more. The mutated mutton was from the space she went out with Xu Jiaoqin. Although a lot of ingredients were used, it still smelled a bit of mutton. It was also a bit hard to chew, and she had a bit of effort to eat it. Fish is still better. Chapter 174 Roasted Whole Lamb. Fish is delicious, lamb is delicious, both are delicious, only children make choices. Lin Muxue is already an adult, he chooses to have them all. We have eaten mutant lambs before, but they are not as delicious as this one. This one has a smaller smell and the meat is not so hard. Where did you catch it? Lin Muxue was a little curious. He and Qian had caught mutant lambs before, and they were very smelly and had a strong smell. It's not that they didn't use any ingredients, but even with the ingredients, there was still a smell. This one of Su Yinhe is very delicious. It's rare because of the cooking method. Most of the ones they caught before were roasted and eaten, with a lot of cumin powder, or just thrown into the pot to stew. Then add a lot of weird mutant ingredients. So it's like Yinhe. Well, I don't know, she didn't know the way very well, she just followed Xu Jiaoqin and the others, she was just a mobile backpack. It would definitely not work for her to walk by herself. The degree of mutation is different. Su Yinhe ate the lamb and felt a little full. You are so lucky. How many do you have in your space? I don't remember, there were too many things in the space, and the last incident was a long time ago. Her brain was not very good, and she could not remember so much. Let's eat tonight. Let's eat grilled lamb skewers. Roasted whole lamb. Lin Muxue drooled more and more as he spoke. His stomach was still full, but he had already thought about what to eat in the evening. Su Yinhe, I'm afraid you will have a nosebleed. No, it's just 2 lambs. Yinhe underestimated him too much to have a nosebleed after eating 2 lambs. Since Lin Muxue wanted to die, Su Yinhe fulfilled his wish. In the evening, a whole roasted lamb was prepared. He was responsible for roasting whatever Lin Muxue wanted to eat. In the end, 3/4 of the roasted lamb went into his stomach. The result was that Lin Muxue had a nosebleed in the middle of the night while he was sleeping. If it was just this, it wouldn't be too serious. However, he not only had a nosebleed, but also went to the toilet. Not many times, only about 20 times. But lamb veal is so delicious, so it's reasonable to run a few more times, right? The next morning, Su Yinhe cooked noodles with a leftover lamb. Lin Muxue, who had been clamoring to eat lamb veal every day yesterday, refused with a weak face and covered his stomach. I don't deserve it. Lin Muxue never thought that he would have diarrhea. He is a superpower, strong and healthy. Didn't he just eat 2 lamb veal? Why did he have diarrhea? Lin Muxue didn't understand. He had eaten oil before, and he was still alive and kicking. Why did he have diarrhea after eating 2 lamb veal this time? He even suspected that Qian had given him a laxative. Are you really not going to eat it? This soup is very fresh, the noodles are very chewy, and I also blanched some crispy and juicy cabbage. Su Yinhe knows how to plate, and a bowl of noodles looks appetizing. Lin Muxue covered his stomach and swallowed madly at the noodles, but when he thought about what was inside, he shook his head. No, I need to cultivate my character, I can't eat lamb anymore. Okay, then only the 2 of us can eat. Su Yin and Xian started to enjoy the noodles. Lin Muren could only watch them eat pitifully. Damn it, why is he the only one with a stomachache, and the other two are fine? Is it because he eats a lot? Lin Muren was puzzled. Maybe it was because the noodles were so delicious. Xian ate 2 bowls this morning for the first time. The bowl was not small, and according to his previous appetite, he would only eat 1 bowl at most. Su Yin made the noodles, so the task of washing the dishes was handed over to Xian. After breakfast, Su Yin laid down. Aren't you going to walk after eating? Why should I walk? Su Yin didn't quite understand. She liked to lie down after eating. To help digestion, Su Yin quickly took out the stomach-strengthening and digestion-promoting tablets, and then swallowed 1 tablet, and then continued to lie down with peace of mind. Lin Muren, Yin is still the best. Woo woo woo. He is still hungry now. Lin Muren felt that he was so hungry that he could eat 2 cows. So, after Xian finished washing the dishes, he asked Xian for food. He wanted a lot of things, but considering that he had diarrhea all night, Xian only gave him 2 bowls of white porridge. At least give me some lean meat porridge. Lin Muren looked resentful. The diet should be light. Xian said these 5 words in a light tone. Lin Muren, who had diarrhea all night, light as a hammer. Although it was very light, Lin Muren didn't dare to say no. He could only cry and eat 2 bowls of white porridge. Then he almost got scolded. He cried even louder. It's good, you can listen to free music. After eating 2 sheep, they ate light food for the next few days. As for their exploration, Su Yin didn't want to go for the time being. There were more than a dozen suspicious places on Lin Muren's map. What should he do if it was like last time? She stayed up all night last time, so she needs at least 2 days to rest. Don't want to make an appointment. Xian didn't really want to go either. He thought it was a bit stupid to go there one by one. Moreover, this method might not necessarily find the place in the end. He always felt that such a place would not be open to the public. Let's wait until Lin Muren really finds the place before going. The 2 wanted to lie down. Lin Muren couldn't carry them at all. Moreover, he seemed to want to lie down as well. The main thing was that Monopoly was too fun. Su Yin was bored, so she took them to play Monopoly. It was a game she played in elementary school, and it was just right to play it now. Lin Muren's words were a bit childish at first, but in the end, he was the most addicted person. Ho ha ho ha. I'm the richest. Ha ha ha. Su Yin, Qian, what are you so proud of? It's not real money. Even if it was real money, you couldn't buy anything to eat in this era. Lin Muren was completely addicted to the game. Even if Su Yin and Xian didn't play it in the end, he could play multiple roles and play with himself. Sometimes I think he is quite suitable to be an actor. Lin Muren can play by himself, and he is also given a character and can act well, which is also quite awesome. Yes, it is quite suitable. Qian glanced at Lin Muren, who was having a lot of fun, and nodded in agreement. Seeing that the 3 of them were about to become 3 salted fish, Chen Yuan came again. Qian and Su Yin skillfully put the furniture into the space, but Lin Muren was too addicted to playing Monopoly, and was not as enthusiastic as before to receive Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan's expression was also uglier than before. His men were almost all disabled. How could he look good? You have been doing well recently. Chen Yuan looked at Lin Muren's flushed face and hinted at something. He was now sure that these 3 people were not ordinary people. Not only can they fight, but they also seem to have food from nowhere. The people who were watching them said that they had not gone out for a few days, but they didn't look hungry. Chapter 175, Ruddy Face. Thanks to you, Brother Chen, Lin Muren smiled. Chen Yuan felt a little sick looking at his expression. His men were basically useless. If he hadn't seen it with his own eyes, he would never have thought that these 3 people were so powerful and harmed so many of his men. They crippled one by one, and crippled one by one. When more than half of his men were injured or killed, Chen Yuan thought about stopping the loss in time, but he was really unwilling to do so. He didn't want to let the woman go, nor did he want to lose so many men. He always thought that they couldn't be so powerful. If he sent a few more powerful ones, he would be able to take them down. But the result was very sad. All his men were killed. They didn't get hurt. Thinking too much is all tears. It's not my blessing, it's you who are powerful. The word powerful was almost squeezed out from Chen Yuan's teeth. No way. The 3 of us are just ordinary people. Lin Muren laughed happily and pretended not to understand. Looking at his silly look, Who would have thought that he would do the work of dragging people every night? Chen Yuan didn't know if he had learned from the last lesson, but he came empty-handed this time. Lin Muren was a little disappointed. He had planned to make roasted charcoal for Chen Yuan himself this time, but Chen Yuan didn't bring mutant potatoes. They couldn't bring them themselves. He definitely didn't have this thing. Qi Yan didn't seem to have it either. They had dug up mutant potatoes before, but Qi Yan didn't like mutant potatoes, so he exchanged them with people who like mutant potatoes. Yin did have potatoes, but Yin's potatoes were all regular potatoes, not mutated. Even if Yin was willing to turn them into roasted charcoal, he wouldn't be willing to give them to Chen Yuan. He hadn't eaten enough, so how could Chen Yuan deserve it? Without potatoes, Lin Muren could only lead Chen Yuan in and laugh awkwardly. It was still like last time, there was nothing. Not even a stool. Chen Yuan, they were really good at pretending. He had nothing when he arrived. I'm so sorry. We haven't found any work these days. We can't even afford a stool. I'm sorry to trouble you, Brother Chen. For the time being, Lin Muren looked apologetic. But when Chen Yuan saw him like this, he wanted to beat him up. His men. How many meals did they eat from him, and they were just wasted. It's okay, do you mind if I go up and take a look? Chen Yuan had his eyes on the upper floors. He suspected that they had moved all the things on the first floor to the second and third floors. They lived such a comfortable life, how could they have nothing? The upstairs is the same as the downstairs, there's nothing to see. Lin Muren felt a little guilty and glanced at Qi Yan quickly. The things on the first floor were collected, but he didn't know whether the things on the second floor were collected. It doesn't matter, I'm just worried about where you sleep. Chen Yuan felt relieved when he saw his guilty expression. He sneered in his heart. Sure enough, the first floor was deliberately pretended to deceive him. All the things were placed up there. It was pretty good. Lin Muren wanted to stop them, fearing that Chen Yuan would see their things, the furniture and the food. If Chen Yuan saw them, it would be a big problem. But Chen Yuan was determined to go up and see, and with a few men he had left trying to stop him, Lin Muren couldn't stop them at all. Qi Yan and Su Yinhe were still standing very calmly beside him, with no intention of helping him at all. Lin Muren was originally very anxious, but when he saw the two of them, he suddenly changed his mind. They were so calm, they must have put them away. Lin Muren was relieved, but he still looked very anxious. Seeing this, Chen Yuan rushed faster. He thought he would definitely see their things this time, but he went up and pushed the door open. Wow, it was even cleaner than the first floor. Chen Yuan was a little unbelievable, and pushed open another door, and it was still clean. He was dumbfounded. How could it be possible? How could there be nothing? Chen Yuan didn't believe it, and opened all the doors of the rooms on the second floor, and it turned out that there was really nothing. It was like a newly built house. Hey, Brother Chen, I've told you, there's really nothing, why do you have to look? At this time, Lin Muren finally broke through the encirclement of Chen Yuan's many men. Chen Yuan's eyes were red, staring at Lin Muren. Lin Muren was shocked. Brother Chen, what's wrong with you? Are you suffering from red eyes? It looks scary. Nothing. I'm just curious, what's on the third floor? After saying that, without waiting for Lin Muren's reaction, Chen Yuan rushed to the third floor again. But the result still disappointed him. The third floor was the same, bare, nothing. Brother Chen, you run so fast. Lin Muren also rushed up, saying sarcastically. Do you usually sleep on the floor directly? Chen Yuan still didn't believe it. How could they have nothing? How could it be possible? Yet, what can we do? We are new to the base, we are penniless, and we almost starved to death these days. Lin Muren began to cry. Poor to him. I see you look quite rosy. Starved to death, who would believe it? He looked at this Lin Jun, who was a little fatter than when he first came to the base. I'm hungry. Lin Muren touched his handsome face and said. Chen Yuan, I don't believe you. Not seeing anything, Chen Yuan could only go downstairs reluctantly. While going downstairs, he was trying to get some questions. What have you eaten in the past few days? You can't really have eaten nothing. Oh, you said you were hungry. We really didn't eat anything. Lin Muren was not fooled at all. He insisted that he didn't eat anything. Then you are really strong. That's right, aren't we used to being hungry? Lin Muren remembered the delicious food he had eaten a few days ago. What should he eat today? Fried chicken? Grilled skewers? Have a cup of milk tea. I haven't had milk tea for a long time. Chen Yuan, this kid is really stubborn. He was wrong. He thought this Lin Jun was a fool at first, but he didn't expect him to be so shameless when lying. After Chen Yuan went downstairs, he remembered another place, and there was another place he hadn't checked yet, so it must be there. Hey! Brother Chen, why are you running? Lin Muxue looked at Chen Yuan in confusion as he ran to the kitchen. Chen Yuan held his breath, ran to the kitchen door, and then pulled the door hard. Then he was disappointed again. There was still nothing. Chen Yuan closed the door in despair, and Lin Muxue caught up with him at this time. Brother Chen, you must be hungry. I'm so sorry, we are really too poor and have nothing to eat, otherwise we would have asked you for food anyway. Lin Muxue felt very guilty. Chen Yuan, no need, he would not eat their food. Last time they gave him so much charcoal. He took a bite, and his whole mouth was black. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone, see you in the next video.